it's gonna take to fix this feeling? Too many hours in a day, wasted on daydreams of somebody that I can lean on. Holds me up when I don't feel strong. I got a lot of empty space, saving it for something. But each night I'm on my own, I'm closer to a breakdown. Tell me, 'cause I don't know, and I'm tired of being let down. My heart is getting heavy from hoping, and it's got a lot of battle scars. I kinda wish somebody had told me that this was gonna be so hard. And maybe I was made to be lonely, 'cause I'm standing here with open arms. Oh, I just want somebody to hold me when I'm falling apart. When I'm falling apart. All the shadows that I hide, wish that I could show them. Could you bring a little light and see where I've been broken? Not looking for you to fix me, just want someone to do this with me. Tired of keeping it inside, all these words unspoken. My heart is getting heavy from hoping, and it's got a lot of battle scars. I kinda wish somebody had told me that this was gonna be so hard. And maybe I was made to be lonely, 'cause I'm standing here with open arms. Oh, I just want somebody to hold me when I'm falling apart. When I'm falling apart. When I'm falling My heart is getting heavy from hoping, and it's got a lot of battle scars. I kinda wish somebody had told me that this was gonna be so hard. And maybe I was meant to be lonely, 'cause I'm standing here with open arms. Oh, I just want somebody to hold me when I'm falling apart.
I've been getting out of bed these past few days. Think it's fair to be proud about it. I've quit ordering from all those fast food chains. I'm feeling better, there's no doubt about it. And my days are brighter, my shoulders are so much lighter. Just for a moment there, I thought that there was nothing more to life. I thought about it, wrote a couple songs about it. Just for a moment there, I lost myself. Mind if I be real for a minute? It's almost like everything I feel had a limit. It now
Hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy weekend. I hope everyone's been having a great weekend. Oh my God, what is happening here?
Hi, Brian.
What is going on?
Gerb hypers, Gerb hypers, Gerb hypers, Gerb heart, Gerb heart, Gerb heart.
Gerb heart, Gerb heart, Gerb heart. Thank you so much, Alicia Rose, for the 33 freaking months. That's a long time. Appreciate all the support. You're fantastic for that. Also, thank you so much, Mecha Manga Monkey. I think I got your name right this time. It takes me 8,000 tries every single time, but thank you for 4 months. 4 freaking months in a row. Unbelievable. Thank you so much for supporting me. It really means the world, like, genuinely. Thank you, everyone who's been supporting the channel recently. Really means a ton. Just supporting the channel this year. Without your support, I wouldn't have been able to go to LA the past few days or go to the upcoming trip that Morgan and I booked like a month ago. That's coming up in November here. Or I wouldn't have gotten a really awesome suit for Ethan's LA premiere. His I Have to Do This documentary premiere. It was really fun. Very good time. We'll talk all about it here tonight. Hi, everybody joining, though. It's nice to see you. Hope you're taking care of yourself after this. I'm doing my best. I'm tired. I'm very, very tired. If you didn't see the going live announcement on social media, I'm exhausted. I'm running on fumes a little bit, but I wanted to be here. I wanted to hang out. I wanted to give people the update before it became old, boring news. So, yeah, we're here now, and we're doing the best we can. And by we, I mean me. I'm the only one who has to keep this ship running. So, be patient with me, because I'm probably going to be just absolutely exhausted. Tordrell, hello, hi. Mecha Manga Monkey, hello, hi. Jacob, what's up? Impose the Rose. Astral, what's good? Squeebles, good to see you again. Alicia Rose, hi again. Austin, hello. Falcon, Hannah, how we doing? Hello, hi, everybody. Chivalric, very nice to have you here. Okay, Mikey, I saw you at the after party. You and Morgan looked amazing. Thank you. That's really nice of you to say. Also, I'm having some internet issues here, it looks like. Should I, maybe I should, if it gets really bad, let me know, and then I'll swap over to the other line. Because, again, running the dual line internet here has been saving Morgan in my streams recently. Oh my God, thank you, Kia, for 27 months. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you, everybody. We had a slight dip in our total subs towards Girl Week, but we're still pretty damn close. I think we could probably get it. We only have a few days, but I believe in the us that believes in us, you know? Beans82, what's up? What's good? Whiplash, how we doing? Sylvie, hello. Almost never watched Twitch on my laptop, so I have no clue how new this feature is, but Twitch now shows a small window of the stream in the chat box during ad. Yes, it does. Chat mandated Brian bedtime. It will happen. Don't worry. I went to bed very early for me last night. It's very, very good. There's a real small buffer. All good? Okay, awesome. Very, very good stuff. Hello, everybody. Hi. You didn't see the title of the stream. The allegations are true. Thank you, by the way, Austin, the gifted sub to Sylvie. Sylvie, enjoy the emotes and the sub badge. Oh my gosh, that's so kind. Now I won't, thanks, Austin. Now I won't be able to farm ad revenue off of a non-sub. Unbelievable. Thank you so much. That's so generous of you, dude. Seriously, I really appreciate everyone in this community. I was thinking about it while I was out at the event, and I live a really weird life. I live a very, very weird life, and I'm just so goddamn grateful to everybody who supports what I do. I'll also get on the screen here in a second. I know people are like, why, Brian, you're not on the screen? You know, like, I know someone's waiting to write that to me. But
he only likes her because she's old.
I will be on the screen here in a second. Wanted to prompt people because I got a haircut.
Thanks to Max for extending my consecutive life sentences.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you to Max for the 6th month of 6th. 6 months out of 44 total. Thank you for sticking around so long, Sarah. I got a haircut. Those of you who don't know, I have a haircut. Morgan gave me it right before we went to LA because I really desperately needed one. My hair was like getting into my food. It took like hours to dry. So those of you who haven't, like, you know, don't follow me on social media or anything, you haven't seen this, but hey, I got a freaking haircut. And here it is. Boom. Morgan did a great job. There were so many people that walked up at the event and were like, Brian, your hair looks amazing. And because I was bragging to everyone on social media that Morgan did such a great job, you know, well, not really bragging, just giving like credit where credit was due. People were like, Morgan, you did such a great job with Brian's hair. And I think that it looks pretty good. Our mysterious wine ant. Exactly. Yeah, I know. Morgan did amazing. I think it looks very good. I think it frames my face pretty well. That's what a lot of people say. The thing I was, like, worried about was, like, chopping off too much. I wouldn't be able to femme it up, you know? Do, like, Girbeagly, Brianna stuff. But I can do that plenty with this hairdo, I think. It looks good. Does she have haircutting knowledge? She's self-taught, if you would believe it. Isn't that wild? Isn't that absolutely wild?
An appointment to see a new psychiatrist and therapist to help with my seizures and other stuff. Also, extra good news, I got new hand tats.
Whoa!
Pixum the wholesome Discord channel. Less than three. Love you all. Take care of yourself.
Thank you so much. Hannah, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you for the big bits. That's really kind of you. Thank you so much. That's really, really nice of you. Appreciate that. Hope you get some good rest, and I'm so glad to hear that you're taking care of yourself. Working with professionals who can really, really help you. Yeah, wow, go Morgan, right? Frames her face so good. Yeah, and again, she's self-taught. Like, I was like, hey, I kind of want to do like what I did a year ago, because it's funny, I just got a notification that like the last time I had my haircut was about a year ago, and it was a very similar haircut to this. And we did the same thing where I was like, I kind of want like the early 90s kind of like Keanu Reeves type look. But I want it to be like a little bit more like Bob/Femme, so that I can like femme it up a lot, because obviously that's a very important part of who I am. So she's fantastic, and I'm so proud that not only she she just teaches herself. It's like really cool that she can teach herself stuff and just like pull it off. It's just really, really neat. Booking Morgan for haircuts when? Oh my god. Also, thank you for this level 2 hype train, everybody. It's nice to be back here. In that short form video today, you actually do look like a young Keanu Reeves, like you were saying. Yeah, I mean, okay, so that short form video I put up today, if you don't know about it. Amy, hello, hi, good to see you here. It's been a while, hope you've been well. I just kicked over a whole box of Pokemon cards, so give me 1 second. What the hell? I'm knocking down my crap. No. Breaking all my stuff. Speaking of new cards also, right before we left, Konami sent me the new set, Age of Overlord. I had to double check on the name because I thought it said Overload for a second. A big load of Age of Overlord cards. So thank you, Konami USA, for sending me the newest set. You can buy these in the store now, I believe. So go get them. All right. Hashtag ad over. Currently holding my phone with the hand I sprained while banging on a train car. Wait, you were banging on a train car? Wait, that could be... I'm assuming you mean it like slapping a train car. But why would you do that? Also, you know? I just like to trigger that one personality trait to say the frames around your face could constitute being curtain bangs, and thus put you finally in the bangs gang. Right? Yeah, they are kind of curtainy, right? Scare acting? Oh, okay, that makes sense. That said, listen, maybe it was a little bit of karma. You probably scared some children while you were doing your job. That said, I'm very happy with it. It's a lot lighter. It doesn't get into my food. It only takes like a few minutes to dry off after a shower. Ooh, my internet. Don't do that. Don't drop frames. I just got back. I also reset everything, so I think that I have to talk to my provider. They cried it was funny. I think you might, then you deserve the sprain. You deserve the sprain. All right. Oh yeah, I was saying before I got so rudely interrupted by Austin giving me some of his money that he should not be giving to me and be saving for himself. The allegations are true. Ethan, Nestor, and I have locked lips. My boss told me to. Yeah, your boss told you to do your job, but you said they cried it was funny, which insinuates that you maybe lack some morality. Your haircut looks bomb as hell. Morgan did an amazing job. Thank you, yes. I'm here to disrupt. Real homies kiss each other. It was really funny. I kind of wasn't expecting it. So what happened was, like, there was a photo booth at the after party. And obviously, Ethan and I have been friends for a long time. Those of you who have been around for a while, like, we've been friends for 8 years now, over 8 years now. 2017, 2018 was, like, the peak of, like, the Brythan shipping. You know, like, me and Ethan having fanfics written about us, fan art drawn of us together, that kind of thing. And so, but it's been a while since people, like, shipped us like that in any kind of way. So we got a nice break from that, which was really good. For people to just simmer down a little bit, right? So I thought we were just going to, like, tease the people who were, like, a part of that side of the community by doing, like, a fun little, like, you know. So what happened was Ethan was like, Brian, close your eyes and, like, move your face forward with, like, your lips out. And I thought we were going to do, like, because there was a photo booth, right? And I thought that we were going to do, like, a fun little tease where, like, our lips were sort of hovering, like, kind of close together, but, like, it just looked like we were going in for the kiss. And that was, like, my understanding was, oh, this will be so funny. We'll be able to like, tease the shit out of all the people who used to be like, oh, you know, Brythan shipping. And then Ethan just went for it. He just went in. He just went in for it. And we locked lips for a brief moment. It's a very nice kiss. He has very soft lips. And got a picture of it. If you guys haven't seen the picture, actually, wait, I don't think I saved that picture. Ethan Riz? Yeah, no, for real, though. For real, though. Hello, everyone joining, by the way. My neighbors set off fireworks a bit ago. What the hell? This is like Halloween time. It's not fucking 4th of July. That's really rude. That's super annoying. Most disgusting ship name I've ever heard. Well, we didn't come up with it. Listen, I don't want to hear it coming from someone whose name is Lard Martini, which makes me want to barf into your eyeballs. Give me 1 second. Let me get the pic. Wait, I gotta get the link off my phone so I can get the pic. What the hell? Where is this? I don't know where this picture is. No, that's the Getty Images. I'm gonna show off the Getty Images as well at some point here. Oh, you found... Okay, thank you. I wanted to... Yeah. Give me 1 second here. Let me get this. Let me get this picture up onto the screen so people may see it. I'm sure lots of people have... There's already so many bookmarks on this shit. It's a cute little picture. There we go. Me, Ethan Kiss is the name of that file on my computer now. Not the bookmark. Oh, I know what people are doing with the bookmark. You don't have to rush to remember your Twitter password. Don't worry. I don't want to put you back into purgatory on fucking Elon's site. It's garbage. No one deserves to be there. It's a bad place to be. I'll put it up on the screen. Don't you worry. Listen. I literally titled my stream this, so this is gonna be, we'll put this up for a while. How's that? There it is! The kiss heard round the world! There we are! There we are! That is, it even has the official I Have to Do This Show watermark. Documentary premiere, October 26, 2023. Hashtag I Have to Do This. And like I said, all that happened was he was like, Brian... Do you want to take a picture? And I was like, yeah, sure, dude. And we, like, took a shit ton. I have, like, so many saved on my phone. But he was like, close your eyes and put your lips out. So, like that. And like I said, I thought we were just going to, like, tease each other a little bit. Or, like, tease the people who used to ship us back in the day. Alicia R95, hello, Alicia. Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. Gay. And what of it? And what of it? Shades of Night, hello, hi. Beans. Oh my god, we have 2 of the beans here right now. Don't we have like 4 beans in our community? Love your impression of Ethan. It's actually just my voice. He does an impression of me with that voice, is what it is, okay? You know? But I thought that we were gonna make like a funny little like tease the 2018 crew type of picture. And then he went in for it. So yeah. Your Ethan voice has me crying. I could go in about this again, but I'm not going to. All right? Ethan kisses all his homies. Yeah, no shit he does. I like that you told me that like I am not friends with Ethan. Oh, wow. I had no idea that. I thought this was Ethan's first kiss, guys. I had no idea. Yeah. What are you talking about? Of course I know that. The thing is there's a history here. There's a history that I've held off on my side of things, because I having to be one of the people targeted on the internet for a very long time in the 2017-2018 fandom that overlapped both of our communities. We avoided a lot of this stuff on purpose back then. We did. The most we ever did was we read those fanfics because we thought those were funny. That said, the kissing stuff, this was the first time we did that because we were like, well, on camera, because it's like, why would we feed into that when it was that rabid back then? You know, that's what it is. So, your Ethan impression will always be spot on. You mean Ethan's Brian impression will always be spot on. That's what it is. I was not in the Brian community at the time, but I was in the Ethan community and knew about Brythan, right? It was quite a thing. Yeah, Tythan, Crankapla, yeah, all that shit, it was there a lot. So, the obsessive shipping fandom straight up stopped Ethan from being able to kiss all his homies goodnight. Yeah, it did, literally, straight up. That's why, like, it was a thing that was avoided for a very long time. Truly. Apologies, Ethan's Brian impression will always be spot on, right? Oh my god. That's so funny. That's so funny. Forgot how far shippers will go. Shippers, there was like straight up inappropriate fan art of us on the internet. There's a lot of inappropriate fan art. That's where like the line was drawn. For a lot of it, we were just like, don't do that. Like, please, like, if you, like, feel free to do it, I guess, in secret in your spare time, but don't fucking send it to us. And then, of course, no one listened, and it was sent. So that exists on the internet a lot. Alex, what's up? What's good? Good to see you here. Hello. Hi, welcome. Aaron, if you're taking off, take care. Thank you so much for being here. Captain Photon, what's up? Is this a kissing book? Or kissing booth? Did you mean kissing booth? There was so it was a photo booth. We took a lot of pictures. There's a million pictures. But it was cool. It was really, really neat. To just, because it was like sort of tucked away in the corner of the after party. And so people could just go up on their own time and like take pictures together. It was great. It was amazing. The fan art, so many lines crossed for so many people. There was a moment where it did get like uncomfy, where it stopped being like, haha, it's just the internet stuff. And it was just like, all right, guys, let's pump the brakes a little bit. Let's respect boundaries that people are verbally setting. Let's chill with it a little bit. So that's what happened. But enough time has passed since then that Ethan and I were, fuck it. Let's just lean into it, you know? Saying 2017 to 2018 to any content creator active then will give the worst flashbacks. It was rough. I won't lie. I love the passion of a lot of my fans from back then. But also on top of it, there were a lot of people who just like did not have basic human respect and would not respect any boundaries set down by me or any content creators out there. Princess Bride oh, yes. No, you're right. I'm sorry. That's on me, Captain Photon. That's on me for... Uh-oh. That's on me for my internet dying. Oh, no. What the hell, dude? Are we back? Are we so back, chat? Or is it Jover? Jover or so back? If we're so back, Pineapple, hello. Arduous Spark, what's good? Hello, hi. It's not Jover yet. All right, let's go. Purple Heart Soul, hello, what's up? Hi, yeah, refresh if needed. You guys might be a little bit behind now, unless you refresh, just as a heads up. Lady Saga, what's good? Good to see you. Ren, how we doing? Hello, so many familiar names in the chat. Really appreciate all of you. Truly. Truly, truly. So Morgan and I are going back in November for like 8 days, which will be really fun. And I'm already making plans with some of my friends. What are we? Oh my god. So back with angry eyes. With mischievous eyes. Not even angry. I'm voting for that. Jover! Who's Jover? Oh my god. So sad whoever felt like that it was Jover. So sorry for you. Just finished the FNAF movie, which was really nice. I want to see it, but also I gotta do research to say. I think that because it was previous contract, it technically doesn't fall under struck work, but I could be wrong. So I have to kind of look into that before I decide to see it or not. But I've heard very mixed things about it. Please, no spoilies. No spoilies. I really want to be able to go in with a fresh mindset. Antichrist Bear, hello, hi. Is this the cover of the latest fanfic? It is. I hope. You know? So, it was you just for the funnies. But now we have a second Jover. Oh no, there's so many people who are, they're just Jover it. Currently watching the FNAF movie? Wait, what do you mean? Wait, are you watching it while I'm streaming? Don't be in my, sir. You should put all your attention on FNAF. That's way more important than me. I feel like Jover's a funnier reply, but we are never Jover. Fair. Can't believe 102 of the 43 people watching voted. Incredible. Taking my kids and son's girlfriend to see it tomorrow. I hope that it's good. I hope that it's fun. I've heard like I've heard mixed things, and that's okay. It was very funny because I saw Ethan tweeted that he thought it was just fine. And then I saw some of the really fucking irate replies. Like, some people were just joking around and being like, hey, man, respectfully be quiet, you know? Like, just joking around because that's just sort of the rapport that Ethan and his community have. But there were a couple people who were, like, genuinely angry at him for that. And I was like, everyone is allowed to have an opinion on media. This is not like Ethan walked in your house and shot your parents in the face in front of you. He said it was fine, which is not even a negative, like, review of the movie. That's like a neutral review. It's like, yeah, it was fine. Whatever. It's okay, basically, is what that's saying. But some people were like, conflate the phrase, like, average or, like, okay with, like, oh, this is the biggest piece of shit in the world. And it's just because it's Twitter and no one knows how to critically think there, I guess. But it's just like, everyone is allowed to have a fucking opinion about things. There are some things that are critically acclaimed that I hate. And then there are some things out there that are like, you know, things that I love that people hate the shit out of. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. More for me. Our opinions are just opinions, and that's that. Don't take that personally. It's weird. You, person I don't know, did not like my special interest? Yeah, that's basically what it was, Alex. It's a video game turned movie just fine is the best we can ever expect from that. I'm hoping it's good, because here's the thing. I got a couple friends who are like, it's actually really dope if you're really into the lore. And I'm really into the lore. So I'm hoping, like, fingies crossed, I end up liking it a lot. So, yeah. I thought you were talking about people's opinions on Ethan's documentary. No, from what I saw, most people are rating it pretty well. Him and I did make a deal while I was hanging out with him at his house. That I was going to write a really shitty, like, pretentious film bro review of the movie, of his documentary, and put it on Letterboxd, because he was, like, really proud that you can go and review it on Letterboxd. So if you have a Letterboxd account, there you go. That is, that's SAG-approved movie. It doesn't cross any struck companies or anything like that. It doesn't involve any struck companies. So you're allowed to go and just, like, you know, rate it if you've seen it. Anyone, by the way, anyone in chat, did you see the digital release? Did you get to watch it? Or was anyone in chat? Besides the couple people who let me know, were you at the actual premiere? Because it looked like there was a decent showing when we got there. Like, the theater was mainly full, which was great. Very, very fun stuff. So, I like how they did the lore, personally. Didn't think it was perfect, but I liked how they adapted it for FNAF. Yeah, I mean, okay, see, that's a really level-headed type of review, in my opinion. I respect that kind of review, Beans. I dig that. Watch the digital release? Okay. Does that work when the digital premiere happened? That's okay, because you have 7 days to watch it if you got the moment ticket, the digital ticket. It sticks around for 7 full days. You can watch it. So, yeah. I'm not super into the FNAF lore, but I hope I'll still like it. Yeah, I hope that it goes... Like, here's the thing for me. I never want a video game movie to do badly. Like, I was really happy that, like, Super Mario did well, even though I still haven't watched that, because, again, just not promoting struck work at the moment. Even though that came out, like, I think before the strikes happened. But it's one of those things where, like, they're technically a production that I shouldn't be actively promoting right now. But, like, it's one of those things where I always want video game movies to do well, because that makes movie studios take them more seriously, give them a bigger budget to make better movies, hire better writers, you know, get better production value, that kind of thing. I want media to be good, you know? I don't want to wish on the downfall of something. So, I'm known to be a very respectable reviewer. That's a good reputation to have. I was online for the digital one. Yeah, let's go. I saw a lot of people. I clicked on Ethan's community tab on Twitter, and I saw a lot of really nice, outfits that people were wearing. I watched the digital release. I wanted to go to the cinema, but couldn't for personal stuff. That is totally fine. It's one of those things where, like, whether you saw it in person or you were someone who watched it, via the digital release, it's the same movie. I hope you got something good out of it. I hope that you understood the messaging of it, So, it's good shit. It's good shit. I enjoyed it a lot, but the Letterboxd review is not going to reflect that. We were, like, hanging out on his deck, and a couple people were like, "Oh yeah, dude, I can't wait to, like, write a Letterboxd review for your movie." And I was like, I think it'd be really funny if I write this, like, incredibly film bro, pretentious, shitty review of it. And Ethan, like, walked up behind me while I was saying it, and he was like, "Brian, please fucking do that. That'd be so funny." So I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be this draconian, archaic approach to filmmaking truly encompasses someone attempting to emulate Cronenbergian motifs and themes and cinematographies without understanding the essence of film. Like, I'm gonna do some shit like that. It's gonna be really funny. Probably gonna give it a 3. That said, then I'll probably end up writing, like, I'll feel bad and I'll write, like, a real review, which, yeah, will be pretty high up there. I think that he did a really good job. I think that it was something that, especially if you were someone who is not familiar with who Ethan is, you might feel a bit inspired by it. So, yeah. Do you harass Mark about not resubbing? No, because he dipped so quick. So, here's what happened. So, I said that tonight's stream I'm going to be rambling about my time, which is going to be my good news, theoretically. So, instead of doing that, let's do your good news first, because it's been many days since I've gotten to hear some good news from people. I haven't gotten to stream in so long. So, we can do good news, as long as it's something we can all comfortably enjoy together. I would love to. I'm going to make this picture smaller, because it's, like, blocking me whenever I move over. But please, please, please share some good news. Make sure that you are encouraging each other, etc. And then I'll give a big old summary of all the shit that happened when I was in LA. It's a fun time. It was a good time. I had a blast. So, yeah. You say his documentary was very Ethan. It was. Here's the thing, right? A lot of people know about Ethan as, like, the internet funnyman. The silly boy who is constantly flipping and making weird voices and being very ADHD and not knowing how to say words like griddle or skillet. Like, that's how a lot of people know him. But I think that if you don't know his more serious side, and you're someone, especially who, like, grew up alongside him, and you're like, I'm a little bit older, and I'm not, like, as into the hyperactive content, it's a really nice view into not just how he thinks, but how a lot of us think about being content creators. And just, like, a lot of the fears, a lot of the self-doubts that we have in this industry, and how quickly things can change in what we're doing and what we're looking at as far as, like, our futures and our legacies and things like that. So, yeah. Haven't been to a stream for a good long while, but I started classes for my GED. Hey! Congrats! That's awesome. That's a really awesome step to take. Like, seriously. Like, truly, truly, truly. I'm very, very excited for anyone who is pursuing, like, you know, at least that, like, base standard of education there, because that can help get you a lot of stuff. You don't have to do, like, higher education stuff. Anyone who, like, pressures you to spend, like, thousands and thousands of dollars to, like, oh, you have to go to college, you have to go to university, that kind of thing, that's a little bit silly, because everyone, I think, should be allowed to pick their own path. But, like, getting that GED, that is, like, almost, like, the guaranteed level of at least some people will be like, yeah, no. Well, we'll take you seriously for this, like, job application or whatever. That's great. That's awesome to hear. Good news, tomorrow is the official moving day. We spent all day cleaning to prepare, and finally everything is going over tomorrow. Alex, that's amazing. That is such a huge step. That's a giant milestone in the process. Very, very proud of you. That's great. It's very Ethan, but opens up a little bit on a different side, sort of. Either way, I'm very glad he got to do this. Yeah, I mean, it's very Ethan. I think that I think a lot of people get the misconception that Ethan is just always positive, always happy, always trying his best to entertain in, like, a highly energetic way. And that's because that's the way he does present online, because he gets to pick and choose what the world sees. But that's kind of, without spoiling too much, that's a little bit of what the documentary is about who he really is, and, you know, the guy that I've known behind the scenes, behind the camera, for a very, very long time. You know, fuck higher education. All my homies hate higher education. Wait, listen. No, Sarah, listen. Those of you who decide that it's right for you and go through it, no, I'm glad you that is your right path. Just the same way as someone who's like, I don't need higher education. That's their right path. You're doing the thing. You're almost done with it too, Sarah. You're kicking ass. You've done a lot of work, and I hope that you can be proud of the work that you put in and the things that it gets you. I've been prepping book 1 for my editor this week. Just general checks like formatting and tiny errors. Nice. That's great. That's very, very good. Yeah, you got to do the big once over, and then the editor, like, really works out all the juice. That's some good shit. Love that. Good news, I got to scare act for the first time in a year today. I made a new friend. I spoke to actors who worked on a movie called Zombie Town, based on an R.L. Stein book with the same name. Everyone there was really sweet. It was nice. That's great. I'm so glad that you had a good time. I really, truly, like, I'm very happy to hear that you had a good time. My good news is my Holo Taco came in, so if I can fix the recent work-induced dryness on my nails, I'll be doing some cute Halloween nail art. Dope! That's so fun. That's really, really fun. I want to be able to do some cool nail art at some point, but I just keep getting distracted and forgetting that I want to paint my nails at all. I have good news. That's all I feel like saying about it today. Ren, totally understandable. Like, truly. I'm glad that you have good news, though. It's fantastic to hear. I hope that you're able to really enjoy that behind the scenes. So, excuse me. Burping a lot. Not allowed to be nice to me while I'm playing baby games for babies? Fortnite isn't a baby game, because didn't they go back to Season 1? Isn't it, like, harder than ever again? Because Season 1 was weird. Although I think they kept the sprinting and the mantling in, right? Which does make it a little easier than it was back in Season 1. I'm so interested to see. I haven't gotten to play any games since I got back home, because I pretty much, like, got off the plane. We went to Morgan's parents to pick up Sig. Brought Sig home, and then Morgan and I just collapsed. We passed out. Morgan is sick, not COVID. She has a cold that she picked up, I think before we even got to LA. I think she might have been feeling a little bit under the weather. I have no idea. But fortunately, I've avoided it somehow. I'm not sick. So that's some of my good news, which is really good. But yeah, we've been just sleeping a lot. I'm very tired. I don't think I'm going to be live too late tonight, but I wanted to check in again. Obviously, we got tomorrow's stream. And also, I was thinking about this. So, normally, like, trick-or-treaters around here stop showing up around, like, 9 at night, which is fine because then I can do, like, my regular Tuesday stream, which, if you don't know, Tuesday is Halloween. Do we want to do a costume stream, maybe? Where, like, people in the Discord can put pictures of their costumes in the Discord, and people are comfortable and give me consent. I can show off the costumes on stream, and then I can be in costume and do something fun as well. That might be kind of fun. And give you guys at least a couple days of heads up. Good news update. Nail oiled my nails at the start of stream, and they actually feeling more solid already. Oh, hell yeah. That's good. That is a good update. Loving the good news. Seriously. Hardest baby game is Suika game? Yeah, no, 100%. And if you didn't know, because I don't think I got to mention this on stream before I left, but they added Suika game to the Nintendo store for the American store. So you can go buy it, and then they even have English options now, so you can swap the game into English, and they have a new Halloween update. It's called Watermelon Game in the English. Yeah, I mean, Suika literally means watermelon. But it's called Watermelon Game in English, and they have a cute new Halloween theme, so I like that. I infected Jordan's brain with it when I was over, and then those of you who caught his stream, him and I did our 1v1, which was really fun, so some good shit. If you want to check out the baby sensory game, very fun to me. Costume stream? Okay, it looks like enough people want costume stream. Okay, keep it in mind that I'll probably be streaming on Tuesday. We can do a costume stream. I think that'd be fun. Hope Morgan feels better real soon. And if for some reason that needs to be rescheduled, we can reschedule it. We can do like Halloween in November, you know? That would be kind of fun. Before Morgan and I have to go to LA. Because we're not going to LA until like the 20th. So I got all of November to grind, do some content, hang out with you and stream, you name it. So yeah. My good news is I saw my grandparents on my dad's side for the first time since 2018. Went to a wedding where I danced like I was insane. That's the best thing to do at a wedding. I'm so glad that you got to do that. That's so fun. Costume stream would be fun. Yeah. Thank you, by the way, Antichrist Bear. Yeah, I hope Morgan feels better soon, too. For real. If I don't have a costume when my Halloween nails cut, 100%. It's on theme. Yeah, absolutely. By the way, lovely haircut. Thank you. I appreciate that. Grimbones, what's up? Hello, Grim. How you doing? Good to see you. I got my nails done professionally just a week ago. One already fell off. Oh, no. It just had, that's like the luck of the draw. That's like the RNG of like getting your nails done. Sometimes they last for like a month, and then sometimes they immediately get destroyed. Good news, I had grilled cheese for dinner and also bought Spiritfarer recently, which is really fun. I love that game. I just stopped playing it just because it was making me a little bit too emotional. But I'd like to, like, I don't know, maybe I got to restart it, go in with a, like, fresh outlook on it. Because I don't even think that most of the people who were watching that playthrough when I did that, like, 2 years ago probably remember anything that was going on in the game. I would love to start that game again, though. It was very cozy. It was really cute. Very, very emotional, though. Very heavy time. Love a good grilled cheese. I mean, grilled cheese is awesome. It's one of my favorites, even though I probably shouldn't be eating it that often, being lactose intolerant. It was nice to meet you. It was wonderful meeting you. I believe, I hope. I'm not even an hour into stream, and it's crashed 2 times already. Incredible. Please refresh if you need to refresh. If you are hashtag get refreshed. It's my new logo. It's my new slogan. My new motto here. Is it the bit rate? It's not the bit rate. It is the fact that I have a fucking scumbag
He only
company.
likes her because she's old. She's probably like 25.
Amy, thank you so much. What the heck? Thank you for the 35 months. I appreciate that so very much. Really means a ton. Thank you to everyone who's like subbed, resubbed, gifted subs. Means a ton. We are, we're still like in striking distance, I think, to Girl Week, which is really cool. If you don't know about Girl Week, by the way, if you haven't been around for a while or you just missed all the announcements about it, Girl Week is the current sub goal. So you can check out the Girl command to know a little bit more about what that is. So Yeah, go restart the stream. Or refresh the stream. It shouldn't be buffering for people unless it's your internet on your side. Maybe it's a Twitch thing. I wonder if Twitch did something fucked up. You know? We'll see. We shall see. You and Morgan look so lovely on the cover. Thank you, little Hellion. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Had to exit the app? Oh man, alright. Had to restart the Twitch app. Oh, might be on Twitch's side, so if you're on the app, maybe restart. I wonder if it... Okay, so maybe this once. Maybe this is actually just Twitch. Yeah, okay. It's working for a lot of people, fortunately. Sylvie, take care. Thank you so much for dropping by. Take care. Boom, 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 boom. We'll wait for, like, some... It's still skippy on your end? I'm assuming that's Twitch. I'm not dropping frames on my side anymore. Because, when that crashed, it didn't drop frames either. It literally just disconnected me from OBS. Streamers that are on and they seemed okay. Yeah, here's the thing, is Twitch is such a big server thing, like server-side thing, that most of their issues, that's actually very common. So, Twitch bugging? Could be. Still stuttering and buffering. Very weird because side. I feel like it's a Twitch side thing then. A single frame since it reconnected to OBS. Fresh a few times. Still going on. Alright, so stream will go down. Oh, down detector showing Twitch is having massive issues. Awesome. So glad I came back to streaming right now. There we go. I'm pinning that. I'm pinning that. Thank you, Austin. Yeah, I'm ordering tool and my internet's actually fine right now. Verify I'm human? I can't do that. Holy shit. Oh, yeah. Users indicate problems at Twitch. It's literally in the red right now. 1 star out of 5 on the site. Incredible. I love technology. Oh! All right. This is just more because we literally pinned that message that Austin put in. I wonder, it has to be an Amazon server. Peacock uses Amazon servers. Now a member of Late Night Coffee. What the heck? Putting up a lot of the photo booth pictures. So this is just one of many photo booth pictures. I'm gonna be putting up a bunch on Ko-fi. Oh man, what the hell? Let me double check shit. Let me see what's going on. Again, those of you who are not streamers, which I'm assuming is probably a lot of people, sometimes you'll be like, oh, and they're fine. But that is not always the case with Twitch. A lot of the issues sort of happen intermittently and only affect some people and not others. Is anyone having a smooth viewing experience? That's a question that I have. Apparently the issues only started like a few hours ago, which is like wild because I would have started then. Oh, weird. Yeah, Ren, that's really odd. That's very strange. Jumping around a ton, mid-sentence, jumps to the middle of another. Interesting. It's not my side.
Something about you feels so different. Yeah, you mess me up inside. Like your energy was kissing my soul back to life, was living now.
Amazing. Love when this happens.
Gone without a trace, you left me where no one can find me. There's no sign of life out here. I scream.
You're saying that it's even affecting the audio? It's in the orange now? I think I have a huge delay I can't seem to fix, huh? They run TwitchCon just to break their site. Why? For streaming on Twitch has never been higher. Because TwitchCon this year, like, brought everyone's like, oh man, we're so back. Then they fucked up their site. Okay. A few jumps here and there. If it's still disconnect, and then like, or like refresh, like exit the stream and come back. It is getting smoother slowly, but it's so weird. I wonder what happened. Maybe they're getting DDoS. Who knows? Amazon has a lot of enemies, so maybe it's being attacked. Someone said, "I hate Jeff Bezos." I melted. Oh man! All right. Let me try something super fast. Okay, yeah. Weird, dude. It's FNAF coming to life. You were so still for a second. Oh, yeah, sorry. I was typing up. I was trying to, like... It's better now? Why won't it be nice? See, I'm a little bit worried. I'm like a tiny bit worried because back on the red on my side from the looks of it on Down Detector. Apparently their app is down. Like their TV app is down and console app is down for a lot of people. I just got back. Come on. Jenna, what's up? Hello, hi. Maybe the crashes are farther apart. Because I was so surprised when the internet went down. It got... Oh, yeah, now it's... Okay. I just reconnected. I am hopefully back. Hopefully things are working. I'm gonna check something. See if there's another ping. Oh, I just realized, wait, because it's the same day, Twitch is like not gonna ping correctly. Shit. Oh, I hope I get the good server. Yeah, it's a roulette. Sometimes I get routed through sometimes I get like routed through like Chicago. Sometimes I get routed through New York City. Sometimes I get routed through Toronto. I hope that it's a good one this time. We'll see. It's all Gucci for you? All right. Bagglebot just sent... Okay, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, all right. All right. Bagglebot, good bot. Thank you, bot. Thank you, Bagglebot. Yes. We're back. We're so back. It looks good, too? Okay, good. Yes! I forgot what the hell we were talking about, though. I hate when things are interrupting my shit, you know? Hell yeah, brother. We are so back. You aren't jumping around for me now, so knock on wood, this is the good server. Fingers crossed. No, don't bring up grilled nails. Isn't that what destroyed it the first time? All right, we should be back. Things should remain good. By the way, oh my god, wait, I didn't even get to talk about Ko-fi yet, and we got people joining as members. Thank you to people who are joining as members of the Ko-fi. That's really nice. I didn't even get to talk about it. What the hell? Oh my god. Yeah, we do have a Ko-fi command now. Isn't that wild? So if you guys don't know, Ko-fi is a premium content site offering behind-the-scenes posts and pics, personal moments, food reviews, and most importantly, photos of my big stinky cat boy, Sig. There are multiple ways to support me through it, including $4 monthly memberships that I set it about the same price as Fan House was. I think Fan House was actually more expensive. I think it was $4.20 on that. And that is what will unlock all the exclusive content. Or if you're like, I don't really need the exclusive content, but I want to support you, you can donate to me directly through Ko-fi as a like one-time donation, the same you would to someone's like PayPal or donating here on stream. So there you go. So Ko-fi is now all set up. I know people have been asking if I was going to have a replacement for Fan House. And that's the thing, you can do that. So especially like if you're someone who's like, I don't even like Jeff Bezos very much, I don't want to do like a Twitch sub anymore, you can become a member on Ko-fi and you can support the streams technically by doing that. And I actually get more through Ko-fi than I would get through a Twitch sub anyway. But you also then get the added bonus of having access to those exclusive posts. So there you go. Yeah, late night coffee is what I decided to call it, because Ko-fi's whole thing is buy someone a coffee. And which I think it's so funny they don't say their company name as coffee, because it's literally like their whole branding is, oh, it's a cup of coffee, but like the founders say it's pronounced Ko-fi. which is, I mean, I guess it's like a co-fee, like a fee that you jointly pay or something. I don't know. Yeah, and they don't take a cut. Exactly. It's really nice. So I get 100% of donations through Ko-fi, which is really neat. I didn't know that about Ko-fi. Yeah, it's really cool. They hooked me up. It's funny. One of the contacts there reached out to me when Fan House went down. And they were like, we'd love to have you on Ko-fi. This isn't just like a generic message. Like, we actually like what you do. So if we pay you like $100, you want to set up a Ko-fi? And I was like, yeah, sure. And they sent me $100, and then I didn't set up the Ko-fi until like right before I left for LA. So it's up now. It's available. You can become a member if you missed pictures of Siggy Boy, or if you missed any other cool things I used to put up on Fan House. The only thing that will be different is instead of me putting up cosplay sets on Ko-fi, I'm going to be setting up a Patreon for more involved cosplay shoots, where Morgan and I will like set aside actual time to like do like more like calculated, more like curated photo shoots of me in cosplay. And maybe, who knows, maybe there will be spicy cosplay there eventually. Not like super spicy, because I'm not comfortable doing that, but like more fun stuff like the Catgirl on the bed photo shoot I did years ago. Stuff like that sort of level. But that's going to be Patreon. So Ko-fi is going to be just more like daily behind the scenes content, like my thoughts on, you know, movies I watched, things like that. I always pronounced it as coffee before I found out. Yeah, same here though, Jenna. I always pronounce it like Wi-Fi, like Ko-fi. Yeah, a lot of people do that too. Yeah, I did that as well for a while. So no, you're not alone with that one. So thank you to everyone supporting me. It's funny, like Blogger Says What Brie gave me, became a member and donated some money to me while I was in LA and said, hey, try this Del Taco menu item. And I'd never tried it before. Surprise, surprise. Even though I love Del Taco, I eat so much Del Taco whenever I'm out on the West Coast. But I was like, sure. And I got it, and it was an amazing burrito. And I left a review of it on my Ko-fi to just be like, hey, you asked me to do this thing, I did it. You know? So I thought it was Ko-fi for so long. I mean, again, there's like there's a million pronunciations people have gone through over the years. So totally understandable.
Boo.
Truly.
Happy Halloween.
What the heck,
Glad you
Generic
had a
Glitter
good
God?
time
Thank you
in
so
LA.
much for these 16 months. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for the Prime. I know you only get one of those a month. Thank you for using that here. That's super generous of you. I hope that you're having a good weekend. Thank you for supporting the streams. Thanks for supporting what I do. Fi like I. Ko-fi. Yeah, that's, I mean, again, like the Wi-Fi, like Ko-fi, Wi-Fi. A lot of people thought it was that for a while. A lot of people thought it was Ko-fi. A lot of people thought it was coffee. But it is Ko-fi, which is, yeah, really interesting choice. Never had Del Taco. This was my first time out in LA. I'll have to try it when I go back. I will let you know this. Del Taco is not necessarily good food. It's like any fast food. It's kind of junk food. But there's something about it. It's like the fact that it is so like sloppy and messy and incredibly cheap that makes it amazing to me. Where I'm just like, oh no, this is my jam. This is the thing I like. So I ate so much of it when we were there. Also, I have a. It's funny. Jordan and I were really hungry. Like Jordan, Morgan, Ellie, and I were really hungry. Those of you who don't know, I stayed with my friend D-Tune, Jordan, and his wife Ellie, and they opened up our home to us, and we just, like, you know, got basically free lodging, which was great. It was very nice to be able to stay with friends and hang out and everything like that. But we got really hungry one of the nights, so we went out and we got Jack in the Box. And I hadn't had Jack in the Box in years because there's no Jack in the Box here in Rochester. And it's like, again, if you don't know what Jack in the Box is, it's another one of those pretty low quality fast food chains that, like, the food is like kind of so like crappy that it's awesome, and especially when it's like late at night and everything else is closed and it's like the degen hours and you're like, oh, I really want some like greasy crappy fast food. Jack in the Box hits. So we went out and got some Jack in the Box, and everyone thought I was crazy for this, and maybe some of you will think this too, but what I ended up getting was a breakfast jack, which is a breakfast sandwich because they serve breakfast around the clock. So I got a breakfast jack with sausage, and a jumbo egg roll. So Jack runs free in Rochester. Yeah, he's not in the box there. Josie, hello. Brookie, hello. Hi. Yeah, we don't have a Jack in our box there. But so I got a breakfast Jack and I got a jumbo egg roll, and everyone thought I was nuts for that. Because they were like, why are you eating breakfast food and an egg roll? And I was like, because it's Jack in the Box, dude. And I just got done drinking with friends and you know, wizard time with friends. So I'm going to get this. Thank you, Anonymous Gifter, for gifting a sub to Josie. Josie, enjoy the emotes and the sub badge. Never being plagued by another ad again, at least for this month. Wonderful. Thank you so much, whoever did that. That was really generous of you. Thank you. I didn't even know they had that. Yeah, so they have a jumbo. It's like a $3 jumbo egg roll on their menu. So I was so excited to get it. And we didn't check our bag of food, which was our first mistake. And we got back to Jordan's house. And we opened the bag up. And I was like, my breakfast Jack. I can't. And I ate that first. And then I went back to the bag. And I was like, oh, I'm so excited to get like my egg roll. Because like this is just going to hit. And I'm going to prove everyone wrong. This is the move. This is what you do. You jump from breakfast food immediately into weird, like fake Asian dinner food. And I reached in the bag, and they had not given me it. Instead, what they gave me, because I got everyone else's order right, mind you.
35. Love you
Sydney
guys.
May, thank you for
Hope
the
everyone is
35
doing
months. What the
amazing for
heck?
Frog Grub
A lot of
Chaos.
really big resubs tonight. I appreciate that. Can we get a little bit of hype and pride in the chat, please, by the way, for the big resubs? That's so kind of you. Thank you for doing that. Thank you so much. But I ended up,
He only likes her because she's old.
What the heck?
She's probably like 20.
Okay, I have to double check. Your name is Mikey? Is that how it's said? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you for the 5 gifted. The what the heck? That's really kind of you. Thank you. Oh man, it's gonna do this thing where it's gonna do all 5 of them now. It is Mikey. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for all that support. TK Listasis, Possum Gamer, Coffee Nut, Flame Burb, and Hey, it's Lupa. If any of you are here, please make sure you're saying thank you. Enjoy the emotes, enjoy the sub badge, but make sure, most importantly, you're saying thank you to Mikey. That's really kind of you. Thank you very much. Yes, all the pride, all the hype. Thank you for supporting the streams. What the heck? I'm sorry that we had all those technical difficulties. I'm glad that we figured out it was Twitch server side, and I just needed to, like, reconnect to a different one of their hubs. So, yeah, alerts you get. Alerts are never good. You deserve it. That's really kind of you to think. Thank you very much. Seriously. But I reach into the bag, right? So I'm all excited. I'm like, that was a really good breakfast sandwich. So excited to get this egg roll. I'm like dreaming about this egg roll at this point. Yeah, nice crispy, just crappy fast food egg roll. And then I'm gonna like let that soak in my stomach and pass the heck out, right? Reach in the bag. It's not there. Everyone else is happily sitting on the couch, munching on their orders. They're so happy. They got exactly what they ordered. Instead, I pull out another sleeve. So, Morgan had ordered some curly fries. And she got like her like large curly fries or whatever, right? And I reached in, and there was like a medium curly fries carton, like sleeve. And I was like, wait, okay, I guess maybe they just thought it was 2 orders of curly fries instead of, like an egg roll, so maybe that's what's going on here. But it's not even like they replaced my egg roll with, like, a full, like, medium or, like, large curly fries. The sleeve was, like, a quarter, like, a third of the way full of fries. That was it. And there was this one massive fry that, at first, I was like, oh, maybe they screwed up and they put, like, the egg roll in the sleeve. Nope. It was just one giant curly fry that had been fused together in like a sheet of potato. And that was what was in the box. And then like maybe like 5 more curly fries on the bottom of the box. And that was it. So I was like, okay. So even if I had ordered this would have been like $1.20 worth of curly fries instead of my $3 jumbo egg roll. I'm so sad. So I went to bed very sad that night. They were munching on the fries, just yeeted them into your bag. Yeah, they like ate some of my fries like they were little gerbils or something. I don't know what happened. I was so sad. I was so bummed out. It was the most devastating thing that happened the entire trip. I won't even lie. Devastating. Horrific. Anyway, they also ate your egg roll. Don't say that. That makes me so sad to like imagine they're like, this person ordered a breakfast sandwich and an egg roll. Wouldn't it be funny if we ate half their meal? Oh no, that's so sad. That's so sad. Not the post-depression Jack in the Box meal. Yeah, right? I ate the fries. I ended up eating the fries, but they were just not filling and they were not what I wanted. So it just like a double kick in the face. Egg roll with breakfast food? Who is this guy? This will teach him. Yeah. Here's a third of a box of fries. It's so sad. Last time I ordered McDonald's, I tried to order a couple of Happy Meals for my brother since they had the Pokemon cards. They remembered the waters and the fries that we put in the meal, but not the Nuggies and cards. That's so sad. That's like, yeah, the Nuggies is like the entree of the Happy Meal. That's such a bummer. I'm so sorry that happened. They were probably exhausted teenagers put in charge of Super. Yeah, and it was like 2 in the morning also. So like, it was one of those things I was like, they do not get paid enough to give a shit. And I'm not like mad at them. I'm just sad that this happened to me, you know? Unfortunately, every time I go to Jack's, they always miss something. That's a bummer. See, I was the only one who had something wrong with my orders. So I was like, this is targeted. They knew who I was, and they wanted to sabotage my night. That's what it was. They said, this person, this little arrogant shit, tomorrow is going to go at Ethan Nestor's red carpet event. We're going to ruin his time. We ordered again. He eventually got them. Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad they were able to work with you, Brookie. But there was a drunk person cursing them out over ice cream. Yeah, guaranteed at that time of night, someone had given them shit, and they just had turned off the caring, switch. The staff munching your fries and egg roll, watching you drive away. That's such a sad, painful image. Oh, God. Oh, that bums me out. They were jealous you were getting homie smooch. Yeah, apparently. They knew it was coming. They were like, this guy right here is going to kiss Ethan later. Oh, yeah, okay, so that's what I was going to go through. I was going to talk about, like, the trip, right? So, just to warn everyone, I'm not super high energy tonight just because I'm still very travel fatigued, incredibly jet lagged. Going from the West Coast to the East Coast and being, like, 3 hours ahead in time from what I was, like, the past few days is, like, terrible on the brain. The Ethan Riz kiss. I'm jet lagged too. Yeah, it's rough out here. But I imagine jet lag got you. Yes, very much so, Squeebles. Messed me right up. Okay, I'm not alone in this, but we got each other. So tonight's mainly just going to be talking, chatting about the trip, stuff like that. Probably tomorrow I'll do some games and we'll get back to business as usual. But it was a really good trip. It was a very, very good trip. So again, we stayed with Jordan and Ellie, which was wonderful. Nova, their youngest cat, if you don't know about Nova, he's a sweet, fuzzy little boy. And he was like my cuddle buddy. So like I always get like horrible separation anxiety when I leave home because Sig and I are like, we're attached at the hip. Like he's my cat, he's my buddy, he's my best pal in the whole world. And you know what's really funny about that emote that Jordan has of Nova? I took a picture that was almost that exact same picture. Here, let me show you quick while I was there, because Nova was just being my little guy, my little friend the entire time. Look at that. That's the same picture. I didn't even know Jordan had that emote. So, yeah, happy belated birthday to Nova. That was a cute thing we did on Jordan's stream, was celebrating Nova's 2nd birthday. But he's just a cute little dude. But I always get like horrible separation anxiety from Sig, because during the pandemic, all I had to do was hang out at home and, cuddle my cat and feel depressed about the world. And I mean, that's just our relationship. Like we're best buds. Stream died earlier before I could share my good news, but hello. Hey, what's up, Mavis? Yeah, sorry that was happening. Apparently that was all Twitch side, so we should be good now. People have been saying it's smooth sailing. I reconnected to a better hub, so signal should be good now. I got my nails done yesterday for the first time in over a year, so I'm getting used to existing with long nails again, but also today I officially offered a promotion. Nice! I'm so excited. It's a big deal for me. Also, I saw FNAF last night. My friend Oliver bought a paper cutout of Mark so he could be there. That's so fun. I'm so glad that you got to do that. That's wonderful. And everyone talk about their nails makes me so jealous because I want to do something with mine. I don't know if I ever want to do... Morgan wants to put, like, press-ons on me. So I don't know if I want to commit that hard quite yet. If we hit Girl Week, I will. But I think, like, starting with just some, like, paint might be good. But smooth like butter? Awesome. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so I struggle from, pet separation anxiety. But I slept on their couch, so they had an air mattress and a couch for Morgan and me because their new place isn't, like, super huge or anything. So I slept on the couch, and Morgan slept on an air mattress right next to me. And Nova would do this thing where, like, I'd lay down, I'd pull my blanket up, and he would, like, run into the room we were in and be like, do, like, a little, like, cute chirp, and jump up on the couch, and he'd just, like, climb up onto my chest and lay down on my chest and just start purring and, like, licking my hand and, like, licking, like, anything I held up to him. I would, like, start petting him. I'd be like, hey, what's up, buddy? And then you just, like, start licking my hand all over. He was so cute. And it really helped, like, reduce a lot of the, like, separation anxiety that I normally get when I'm away from Sig. Because normally I'm like, oh, my God, I hope Sig's okay. Can you have your mom, like, send us, like, a text to let me know, like, Sig's all right? And, like, I get really, really, like, nervous away from him. And it was nice to have, like, a little guy who wanted to be my bud. So... Wore press-ons for the premiere, but I immediately took them off the next day. Morgan is used to them now, but I know when she first started using them again, she would, like, get them jammed on things and stuff and wasn't the biggest fan, so that's definitely something that I'll have to get used to if I ever use them. You would serve so much. See you next Tuesday with long nails. Oh, my God. I've thought about it. I really have, especially because I have a bad habit of chewing my nails, so it'd be kind of nice to cover up, like, my chewed crappy stubby nails with some press-ons. So they're low commitment as long as painting. Yeah, but the problem is like painting, like, sure, you can chip your nail polish, right? But, like, with the press-ons, like, I'm afraid of, like, ripping them off, like when I'm, like, playing an FPS game on my computer or something. Nova's so sweet. Yeah, Nataloon, hello, hi. I'll post pictures of my nails in Discord. Yes, please do. I love seeing nail art. So, like, anyone who does, like, makeup looks or nail art or anything, if you just want to feel like you just want to share that, like you're proud of your look or whatever, and you want to share that in the chat, we have Today's Drip is one of our chat rooms on the Discord. Please feel free to share your looks and everything over there. I understand that feeling too well. I hate leaving my cat. Yeah, right? Sig loves his grandparents. He's a little angel for them. He is such an angel for Morgan's parents. He is such a sweetheart. And then it takes us forever to, like, dislodge him from their house. Like, we went to go pick him up yesterday after we got home. We got home around, like, 11:30 at night from our flight, like, midnight-ish. And so we got over to her parents' house. And what ended up happening was, like, he was sitting on their bed, just, like, death staring at us. Like, how dare you leave me kind of look. And then, like, we tried to, like, get him into the cat carrier, and he just was, like, squirming around. He scratched up Morgan a little bit. Not, like, scratched her, like, maliciously. He was just, like, squirming so much, he accidentally, like, kicked her, and, like, his, like, nail got her a little bit, but that was it. He wasn't, like, swiping. He's never done that, which is, like, so sweet about him. Nova was the same way. Like, he would just, like, he didn't bite, he didn't scratch. It was great. He's a cute little cat. But, yeah, it's, like, impossible to get Sig to come home because he has such a good time at Morgan's parents. I posted them in Today's Drip. Would Astarion like them, yes or no? I'll have to look at them and let you know. I was gone 9 to 5 today. Tracer's not left my lap. That's so cute. I love when our pets get a little bit of, separation anxiety too. Because then we can, like, bring it together. But today, Sig has been my little guy. He's been my shadow. If you want some great quality nail polish and don't mind spending a bit of money, I recommend Holo Taco. Yeah, that's what everyone recommends, Holo Taco. Squeebles was talking about getting some Holo Taco earlier. Like, I want to try it out for sure. It seems like a cool brand. So, I know didn't Julian do a collab with them? I'm like 90% sure Julian did like a collab or collection or something with them. It sold out so fast, I wasn't able to get any, which is a bummer. Should throw another premiere but bring our cats. I would love that, actually. If there was like a pet centric premiere. That'd be so good. On my 30th at work, didn't get to see you and Morgan at the premiere, but I'm happy to share such a special night in attendance. Oh my god, Masterpiece, I'm so sorry if we didn't get to see you or anything like that. We were on the red carpet very briefly before they like pushed us up into the lounge. But I'm so glad you got to go. I hope that you had a blast, like truly. Didn't even notice the picture. Yeah, this happened during the after party, so. I love my Holo Taco polishes. I wish I could have gotten the Julian collab. Yeah, me too. I really wanted it. And when it released, I wasn't good enough friends with Julian to like be like, hey man, like any chance I could get some of that. So I missed out. Sometimes when I get home, my cat goes to my bed and waits for me. She lays down and watches the door because she knows I'll go in there. That's so cute. I love it. Sig has so many little habits that we pick up on of like behaviors like that where he's just observing us and he like does X when we do Y. And it's just, I love that bond that we have with him. Came in very late, had to grab my ticket last minute. Oh, okay. Had a fun time. I made a new friend and Zach's mom came up gushing to me. That's so sweet. I love that. I'm really happy. That is very, very wonderful. I love hearing it. This is the thing. I was talking about this before I went. My favorite thing about any event that I ever do that brings the community together is people like make friends with each other, like within the community. Like they'll be like, oh, hey, I recognize your username from like streams or like Twitter or YouTube or whatever. Or they'll be like, oh, hey, I'm here to see like Ethan's show. And people will be like, I also watch like Girbeagly, who I know is here. And people will be like, oh, I watch Girbeagly too. And then you guys, become friends. I love seeing that kind of thing. It's great. So, it's Alfredo time? That sounds very good. Flabbergasted at how amazing it was. I was truly blown out of the water. I'm so glad people enjoyed it. Ethan's been working on this thing for so long. And, I know that he's excited to, like, go on to his next chapter. This was sort of like the closing of this book, moving on to the next, like, project for him. But, he's worked on it a long time. He's sacrificed a lot to, like, make sure it was, like, the quality that it was at when it released. So I'm really happy to hear that people enjoyed it. My cat's currently sitting super close to my screen watching you. Hi, kitty! Love cats so much. I'm glad. I always feel like cats know I'm a cat person because I am a cat parent. I love cats. My favorite part was after he shut off the camera and was wrapping up the XLR cable. I was crying. Oh. I met two people in line while waiting for the doors to open. We hung out the whole night. I love that. I love that. That's so great. So hoping to see Morgan. I'm a tarot reader too, and I love the Moon Crew. Oh, well, you'll have let her know. Like, stop by her stream. She's feeling a little bit under the weather, but whenever she streams next, please drop by and definitely let her know that. I'm so excited to see what he comes up with next. I'm very excited to see where Ethan goes next. Honestly, I'm really excited. Corey, Chimeranth, and I Spider-Man finger. Oh. Corey, Chimeranth, and I, Fingerman, finger pointing with an employee at the ROM who complimented Corey's Unis Honest pin. There you go. That took a village to get through that sentence. I actually just watched the documentary right before I came into the stream because I was too busy yesterday to catch it. It was amazing. Ethan and the rest of the crew involved did such an amazing job. I'm so glad that he did the digital release as well because, a lot of people who, like LA was a big trip. That's a big, expensive trip. And a lot of people have really seemed to enjoy the digital premiere. And that's up for 7 days, So you have a while to get, through it and everything like that. So, Fingerman finger pointing? Is that what I said? I did that. I can't remember. Fuck. I was talking to Ethan. I was so fucking jet lagged at his house. So we went to go see him on Wednesday, which is where I put the I put up the picture of me at his house, or not of me. See, this is what is going to be happening all night because I'm so tired. But Wednesday, we went over to his place to be part of his sort of like belated birthday celebration with just like a small group of people. And while we were there, he came over and he gave me this huge hug, and I was like, dude, thank you so much for bringing me here. And he was like, bringing you here? What the fuck? I didn't bring you here. And I was like, oh my god, my dyslexia is just so bad from being so tired that that I said having me here is what I meant. And then we had a good laugh about that. I should have, thinking on it, I honestly, because I talk during these streams, like it's all I do is I just babble. I should probably have a dyslexia tag on these streams looking at it. Because, I met Errit. If you guys know the Minecraft YouTuber / Twitch streamer Errit, really, really cool person. They're genderqueer. They wore this gorgeous dress, absolutely gorgeous dress, to Ethan's premiere. But I met them and I like shook their hand and they introduced themselves to me, and they were like, "Hey, what's up? I'm Alistair." And I was like, "Oh, cool, yeah, Alistair, nice to meet you. I just want to let you know that like, it's wonderful getting to see you." Especially at your age, have such a big platform where you are basically just like, you know, championing LGBTQ plus rights and making people younger than you feel comfortable, and maybe people like, you know, who are thinking about like experimenting with gender or figuring themselves out. Like you do it in such an approachable kind of way that's not like really ham-fisted and over the top in any sort of way. It's just you being you, and that's inspiring enough. And, I was like, I just like love to see that change in the industry. So that was really cool. But I noticed on their stream today, they were streaming with Ashley Roboto for the Block Wars event, that they have the dyslexia tag on their stream. And I was like, oh, I should add that. I got to remember to add that. And of course, I forgot until this moment when I dyslexia'd at everybody. I need a dyslexia tag slapped on my forehead. Same, right? Then people will be like, oh, what you said was not what you meant. My dyslexia allegations are becoming too common. They do tend to start accelerating at some point. Makori, what's up? Hello, hi. Welcome. Good to have you here. Love seeing so many gender non-conforming people in the crowd. Yes, it was really great. It was really, really wonderful. What was your favorite part? I'm not going to share my favorite part of the documentary yet, just due to the fact that not everyone's seen it yet. Some of the people got the digital ticket so that they can watch it a few days from now. Just due to the fact that, again, it's up for 7 days on Moment, which is really cool. I'm so glad that people have like a window. So I don't want to spoil anything for people. But the stuff that I was talking about earlier before you came in was a lot of people are very familiar with Ethan's public persona of the type of content he makes is very high energy, very hyperactive, very jokey, in your face kind of shit. And, you know, people are used to him being this like sort of hyperactive, like young personality. And that's not the only facet of him that like I or other people who have known him for years behind the scenes know about him. There's something that's like a little bit more human to him, even though I hate to admit that because he's an alien, dude. But there's something very like sincere and human about him, especially behind the camera. And I ended up, you know, really resonating with a lot of the message he was trying to share with like the general audience of like, these are my fears, these are my doubts, these are the things that I struggle with day to day, even as a content creator with success. And here's why that is. Here's the sort of backstory of why that feels as heavy as it does to me. So I really enjoyed that message. I really enjoyed that vibe. That's sort of like the through thread theme of the whole movie. So I hope people really feel that when they end up watching it. So I have the Getty Images link of all the red carpet photos, if that's cool to share. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, feel free, and that way everyone can see everyone's outfit. So if you want to look up like Alistair / Errit's outfit, like their dress was phenomenal. It made me a little bit jealous because I know like members of the community were like, if we hit Girl Week during the LA trip, are you going to wear like a gown to the red carpet? And it was like, no, I don't want to like really draw attention away from like what's going on with that. But that said, you know, I think I would have gotten away with it now that I and also though, it's one of those things. I'm glad I got the nice suit that I have because I'll be able to use that a lot at a bunch of events. Thankfully I'm not alone. Yeah, no, it was really nice. I'm glad the world gets to sort of see anyone who watches the documentary you'll get to see the side of Ethan that I know, and it's part of the reason that him and I are even as close of friends as we are. Is there's a very sincere person, you know, behind the online persona, and I think it's that way for a lot of content creators. But he was willing to share much more of that with this documentary. I think that it was really well put together in a lot of ways. So you guys are hopefully enjoying it. Those of you who have seen it, for sure. Yeah. Took forever to find. Why is it UK? I don't know why. Because I was like, wait, .uk. It should be .com. I think if you put in .com instead of that, it should work the same. So let me double check the opens the right thing. Why is that .uk? That's so strange. Yeah, I both lead to the same exact site, so it's not a problem. That's really weird. Show gave me a lot to think about, but wow, the documentary really did have me thinking a lot rest of the night. I think that the greatest thing about this show, right, is that it sort of opens up a lot of thoughts about what it means to just face your fears and go for it, especially with something creative. And then the documentary shows the worries, the fear, the real human emotions outside of the finalized project. Because the show itself is the finalized project. You got to see something that took like months and months and months of polishing and practicing and things like that. And then the behind the scenes of it is, oh, wait, no, this guy was actually panicking the whole time. There's more to it. It's deeper than just what you saw. Him telling you, oh, I was afraid to make this during the show is very different than hearing him behind the scenes while he's, you know, creating the show in the documentary going, oh my God, what the fuck am I doing, basically. Which I think that those things are very, very, very explicitly different and are great perspectives at different angles of sort of the same thing in the creative process. So, yeah. It's nice to see this aspect. I started watching both of you from the headphones challenge video. Oh my God, that was like 2017, I think? 2016, maybe? That was a long time ago. That was PAX South, I'm pretty sure. Happy the internet's ready to hold more facets of creative. I'm really happy that a lot of creators have been allowed to become more transparent and just, like, you know, people support us for it. It's good to be able to be human. And I talked about that with a lot of people at this event, which was really cool. Sachi's Fit, yeah, Sachi's Fit went hard. For sure. For sure. I haven't gone over any of this trip, by the way. I'm so sorry. I'm, again, very tired, very scatterbrained. I was there at the LA tour. It was a wonderful night. Yeah, that's great. I'm so glad that you had a good time. That show live, fantastic. By the way, those of you who have not seen the documentary yet, the show itself is something that I just realized that this is over where the alerts normally pop up, so I'm just going to move that there. There we go. The show itself, you don't get all of the show in the documentary, so those of you who missed the show, unfortunately, the documentary is not going to show you the whole show. But it's going to show you the whole behind-the-scenes process, and you're going to get enough of a feel of what the show was for it to make sense. The show blew me away, and then the documentary was even more amazing. He never fails to blow my mind away. And he's cooking more stuff, that's all I'll say, you know? So, have to get back at it. Thank you for a fun break. Yes, thank you for dropping by, Madster. Take care of yourself tonight. Good luck with work. Gushing over everybody in the album. So many beautiful people, right? Some really, really good pictures in there. It was super cool. So, yeah, let's talk about the event. Let's actually talk about, like, the trip to LA and everything. So, Morgan and I flew in on Ethan's birthday Tuesday night, and we unfortunately arrived too late to actually, like, meet up with anyone and do stuff. So I was, like, a little bit sad about that, because I was like, oh, man, like, you know, I would like to celebrate one of my best friend's birthdays with him. Yeah, no, see, having Sam's, I got to meet Sam's son. And he looked very dapper in his little suit, and he got his own pictures. Getty Images at such a young age, right? But yeah, he gave me a high five and we chatted for a little bit, which was fun. He's a funny little kid. But yeah, so we flew in Tuesday. We didn't get to meet everybody. But we hung out with Jordan and Ellie, obviously, at their place. Got all settled in. That was good. And then the next day, we were just, like, hanging out. Jordan decided to shoot from the hip, and he was like, do you want to do a stream where we do 1v1 Suika game? And I was like, sure, why not? I've infected your brain with Suika game, which, this seems like payment enough. So, like, I owe you some work, I guess, because I have now detrimentally destroyed your brain with Suika game. So we did the 1v1 tournament, which was very scuffed, but very fun. I hope that people enjoyed me on Jordan's stream if you were there. It's a good time. And we also went out to, like, a really yummy brunch place to eat, which I liked a lot. It was very tasty. And I will probably be reviewing. I got a really yummy. Here, I'm gonna try to find it. I'll put up a picture of it. It was called the East Coaster. And it was a breakfast sandwich on a bagel, on an everything bagel with like a side salad, which was odd. A really fun scuff stream. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. But I got that in an iced coffee. But I was like, oh, it's called the East Coaster. I have to try this and judge it very harshly to see if this is like something that like would fit in on the East Coast. It was pretty good. It definitely felt like an imitation of like a true East Coast bagel sandwich, but it was very good. It was definitely passable. I enjoyed it. I wasn't disappointed. Even though y'all have infected all my devices with crypto ads, they think the bit was real. Wait, what? Crypto ads? Oh no. Me being like, invest in crypto during that stream. That was very funny. It's okay. That was on his stream. Here we are crypto free. We hold very true to our ethics here in this community. Can't say the same for Jordan's stream. You know, that's why he allowed me to talk about those things. You guys notice he didn't stop me from talking about the things that I said during his stream. So that's all the proof that you need that I'm a better person. Anyway, so we did that. That was fun. And then Ethan gave us a call and was like, "Hey, do you wanna come over and like hang out with like a small group of people?" So we went over. We had a few drinks. We gave Ethan a cake, sang him happy birthday. You know, just sort of the calm before the storm of the event on Thursday. So many crypto ads are all obnoxious and have really bad takes. That's how you market crypto. Hey, I'm a guy who doesn't live in reality. I'm just gonna say the most egregiously deplorable shit and try to convince you to invest in essentially what is a dude bro Ponzi scheme. Oh, okay. I'm being questioned by my mods about the validity of my statement I've made. All right, I see how it works here now. I leave for like 5 days and my mods come at me. Anyway, so that was Wednesday. Very chill. We went to bed kind of early because we were like, all right, we gotta, prep for Thursday. We have to prep for the big event. This is my stream now. Honestly, the mod team owns everything. They own the Discord, they own the stream, they own my social presence in general. So basically, guys, you're seeing it right here. There is a bunch of people admitting if I do anything fucked up on the internet, they are liable for that. So we have Brookie, Austin, and Jenna here. If I do something fucked up, if I get canceled, they're liable for that. They just admitted it. Hang on a sec. Listen. I have a lot of friends who became lawyers, all right? Anyway, Thursday rolls around. It's the big day, right? Everyone's excited. We're all so excited to go out to Ethan's show and support the crap out of him. I'm so excited to put on like my full formal wear. By the way, again, if you didn't see the Getty images, actually I'll put that up too. Why don't I put that up as well? Why don't I put that up as well?
He only likes her
Oh
because
my God.
she's old. She's probably like 20.
Juniper, thank you for 35
Hello,
months.
Mr.
What the
Harris.
heck? Appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's very, very kind of you. Wait a second. Hold up. What are you doing, OBS? Oh, let's do that. Ah, that is not what I wanted to do. All right. I'll put up the kissing picture again after. Hold up. If you guys want to see the full fit that Morgan and I wore, there you have it. Juniper, thank you again for the big resub. That really means a lot. Thank you for supporting what I do. There's Morgan and my fits. I love that, again, that I had the new haircut thanks to Morgan. Morgan's gloves are so cool. You can't, like, it's kind of hard to see, but they have, like, butterflies on them, which is really neat. If you want to, like, look at the pictures in detail, you can use the Getty Images link that Austin pinned to the chat as well. But she wore this really nice dress. She had this incredible necklace on. She looked stunning. Her makeup look was great. Her heels killed. And then... so this outfit, again, chat, thank you again. I would not have been able to get this without your help, but we hit the suit goal, right? And... yeah, the jacket is killer, right? That's the statement piece. It was purple. It's got this cool detail on it. Let me get up the other picture, just so you get the other angle of it. But like a little bit more punched in here. That's our other Getty image right there. But that outfit, it did not cost me nearly as much as I thought it was going to, which was great. Very nice suit color. Thank you. You guys look so good. What a sleigh. Thank you. You both slayed the jackets. It's so good, right? It's so good. So, yeah, love how our outfits go together. Yeah, it worked out really well because there was another dress Morgan was considering that wouldn't have matched. And I was like, oh, I can literally just get a different jacket. And she was like, no. I want you to have that one. So when we were in the store buying that jacket, I almost put it back. Because I was like, I don't want to ruin Morgan's outfit. And she was like, no, you have to get that. So, I got the black undershirt on, which is the only part of this outfit I already owned. But the jacket was, we went to Men's Warehouse just to see what they had. And I wasn't expecting very much. I was like, oh, it's freaking Men's Warehouse. Like, what are they going to have? And then that was on the clearance rack. And at first I read the main price and like its original price. I was like, holy shit, $200. No shot, dude. And then I saw the little clearance sticker tag and it was $30. And I was like, okay. I was already drawn over here because I liked the pattern. I liked the color. I thought that it looked like really snazzy. So I was like, $30 instead of $200? Okay. That's the thing I'm buying. And then because I'm so short, unfortunately, one of the only pairs of pants, like the shortest pair of pants in the store, that was a brand new pair of black pants. They look generic as fuck, right? Like every pair of black dress pants looks like that. Those were $170. So I was like, oh shit, at least I saved money on the jacket. So that was good. But because I'm so short, I had to buy those. Those were the only pants in my, like, and they weren't even my size. That's just as small as they would go. And then so I had Morgan's mom hem the bottom of them. You can't even tell in the picture, right? Like, they look great. They look phenomenal. But so she did a excellent, incredible, like, hemming job of those so that they were short enough for me. And then the shoes, I think I told this story before, but those of you who weren't here for it, we went to like a million shoe stores and I couldn't find anything I liked that was in my size. And while we were in one of the shoe stores, I went into the men's section and I was like, wait a second. These shoes, they only go down to 8. Oh my God, did they not make size 7 shoes anymore? Oh no. And I was like, oh God, what am I going to do? Am I going to have to like order shoes on Amazon, like rush delivery? Like what the hell? That's going to suck because I won't get to try them on. That kind of thing was going down in my head. And then Morgan was like, wait, we should check the kids section. And I was like, no. Size 7 is a men's size. It's always been a men's size. And so we walked over to the kids section, and lo and behold, size 7.5 down is now, it's been like, you know how like the planet Pluto, like used to be a planet, but now it's like a exoplanet. It's like a dwarf planet. It doesn't count in the solar system as a planet anymore. That's what happened to my shoe size. So I ended up buying kid shoes, but as a result, because there were kid shoes in the clearance section, they were $20. That was it. Meanwhile, all the adult shoes in that section on clearance were at least $40 and up. So I was like, okay, all right, $20 shoes, and those are some sharp shoes, dude. But I'm wearing kid shoes, so I got little baby feet. Went through all the Getty images. Everyone looked awesome. I'm glad that you thought so, Amy. Thank you. Everyone looked stunning. Some people didn't get the memo and didn't really dress up, but overall, pretty much everyone who got there early enough for the red carpet was looking great. I have a pair of pants I've been procrastinating hemming for 3 years. I don't even know how to do it, Pineapple, so, you know, you got more skills than me at the very least, even if you're procrastinating. No shame in shopping in the kids section. They got some good things. Right, yeah, I mean, when I buy most of the outfits that I own that are like my femme outfits, I buy from like the young women/teen section. So, yeah. What a steal, right? Yeah, only 20. Such a good deal. I was so happy about it. So that was pretty dope. But I got all up in my outfit. I was all excited. Yeah, 170 for the pant, right? I mean, the math, I mean, it's wild, right? But I ended up going to, you know, the bathroom, getting all dressed up. Came out of the bathroom, was like, Jordan, Ellie, Morgan, check me out. I'm looking good, right? And what ended up happening was, you know, Morgan was doing her makeup. She was helping Ellie with her makeup. They were, you know, helping each other out. All of a sudden, Jordan was like, I can't find the pants that I wanted to wear with the jacket that I had picked out. And I was like, what? Dude, we have like 30 minutes before we have to like go over to Ethan's. Because we were going to meet at Ethan's house, and then we took a private party bus, which that's a different story that I'll share later here. But often shop teens for my tops. Yeah, no, Arduous Spark. That's the place to save money. Impose the Rose. Take care. Thank you so much for vibing. Seriously. Sorry this has been a very just like low-key stream. I'll bounce back. Tomorrow we're going to go hard. We're going to get 8 million subs. Girl Week will last for 6 months straight. And then I'll buy a Lamborghini and drive it to LA to move out there and be with my friends. You need to look at the kids' shoes too. I wear 6 in men's. It's so good. You save so much money, Juniper. I'm telling you. It's the move. Miss shopping in the kids section. I'm 4'11", so as far as the height, it's usually perfect, but I'm a bit large, and they don't usually make kids' clothes that big. Yeah, no, I definitely see how that could be difficult. Fortunately, there's some stores that are starting to carry, you know, adult, like, width sizes for the height, which is good, which is great, you know? Like, I think that all body shapes and types should be accommodated everywhere. You would think smaller/shorter equals less material equals less cost, but guess not. Sheesh. I mean, for the pants, I think it's just because, yeah, I don't know. They were like, oh, we're a men's warehouse. We're like, you know, a fashion boutique. So we're going to charge you an arm and a leg no matter what it is. You're all good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Take care, Rose. Seriously. Thank you so much for being here. Loki is nice. It's been great chatting about the trip and vibing. I had a wonderful time. I had a really, really, really good time. So I'm just happy to chat about everything, and I'm just so proud of my friends and things like that. Here, I want to put up the Ethan picture also. we got to keep the maximum clickbait in the thumbnail here on Twitch. That's the move. That's the move. That's huge. There we go. Does that look cool? I think that looks great there. Do you know that Brian is super cool? Sachi, what's up? Hello, hi. Welcome. I'm just giving a rundown of everything that happened this weekend, or this week. It's really fun. So Wednesday rolls around, 30 minutes until we have to be at Jordan's. And Jordan, or at Ethan's. And Jordan can't find his fucking pants. You know? To kiss Ethan the dream. I wasn't 100% expecting it. I was talking about that earlier. That he was like, Brian, just lean in with your eyes closed and your lips out. And I thought we were just going to do a little tease for the photo booth. And then he really really planted one on me. We really smooched hard. Coming just in time for the bestie kissy. What's up, Naray? How we doing? Hello. Happy weekend, everybody. It's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. No, I was gone for a while, but I'm back with cigarettes and milk. It's good to be here. It's good to be hanging out. Anyway, so Jordan sabotaged us. We ended up going to Men's Warehouse to go look for some pants. And then, so he found this really nice pair of pants, right? But he got these pants that were a little bit too long. And this is where I didn't see eye to eye with him. This is where I did not see eye to eye with him. So the girls were at Jordan's house getting ready. Jordan and I went on this emergency shopping trip, right? Pretty fun to see a picture of you both on a red carpet. And it's great that you got the top of the suit for a bargain. Yes, McCory, it was great. It was so wonderful. It was a really wild experience. Baby's first LA red carpet. Baby's first Getty Images. But so we went to Men's Warehouse. Jordan found this super nice pair of pants. He puts them on in the dressing room. He comes out. He's like checking himself out in the mirror. And I'm like, hey, those look a little bit long. And he's like, and Jordan's a couple inches taller than me, so I know they make his length of pants. But he's like, oh, it's fine. I'll hem them. And I was like, well, if you're going to spend that much on pants, you might as well like look for your size, right? And he's like, no, I'm just going to get these and I'm going to hem them when we get back. So I was like, okay, I guess, sure. Sounds like it might be not the most time efficient or cost effective use of any resource, but we'll agree to disagree. That's okay. Squeebles, take care. Thank you so much for vibing. Have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for hanging out. Also, Naray, thank you for gifting us sub to Brookie. What the heck? Brookie, enjoy the emotes. Enjoy the sub badge. Thank you so much. Hemming a pair of pants is one of the easier things to do with sewing. Suit pants are often too long for that reason. Much easier to make a pair of pants shorter than to make them longer. True. But again, I had just been at Men's Warehouse. And again, I'm the shortest. You know, like I can't even fit into their shortest pair of pants. But I know their shortest pair of pants would have fit Jordan. So I was like, dude, just let's take like the extra 5 minutes, find your length. And he's like, no, we gotta go. And it's like, okay, it's going to take just as long to find the proper ones to hem them, but okay, whatever. So we leave with the pants, and this is where your point becomes moot, though, Pineapple. We go back to his house. We roll up. We walk in the front door. And guess what the girls have found? The girls have found the missing pair of pants. The girls found the missing pair of fucking pants. So we didn't even need to go out to Men's Warehouse and get all sweaty, sprinting down like 3 blocks from our parking spot to get him these pants that wouldn't have even fucking fit, that he would have had to hem to fit. So anyway, so we found the pants. The pants, they worked. It's a skill issue. So we got the pants. Or he got a suit. He got all dressed up. We go over to Ethan's place, which was great. What a great story, right? So we're all dressed up. We're all fancy. We get an Uber over to Ethan's place. From Ethan's place, a bunch of other people started arriving. One of the first guests to arrive was Mr. Ippler himself. Facebook baker, famous Facebook baker, for those of you who don't know Mr. Ippler. And, you know, he walks in, he says hi to a couple people, and then comes right over to me and goes, so, I saw you're learning Korean again. And I'm, like, tired. I literally had been complaining from the moment we got there. I was like, I need like 4 Red Bulls right now. I'm so tired. So he came up to me and he was like, hey. Oh, by the way, Mark was, if you didn't see the Getty Images, Mark is wearing a fucking hat he bought at, like, the Ren Fair. He walked in, I just immediately was like, what the fuck is on your head, dude? Like, I didn't say that to him until he started talking to me. So he initiated. He opened himself up to that. If something's really pricey, I'd rather invest in an item that doesn't require more effort to make it work. Exactly. Yeah, McCoy, you get me. Oh my god. I love that hat so much. It was fun. He pulled it off. I was a little bit curious about the corduroy suit that he matched with it, if I'm going to be honest, but it's very, very funny. Ethan said Amy begged him not to wear it. Ethan is very right. Wait, when did Ethan say that? Did he say that during his stream? Amy did beg him not to wear that. and continued to do so while we were at Ethan's. So, like, Mark's walking around this, like, little get-together at Ethan's with this stupid fucking hat on, right? And Amy's like, Mark, please? Oh, he said it last night on a stream before the Moment premiere. Nice. Okay, yeah. So, all right. I can talk about that then. No one wanted him to wear the hat except for him. And then because everyone in the content creator space is trolly, he obviously got some people on his side to be like, no, Mark, I think it looks great. You should keep wearing it. And then they, like, look at Amy, you know. Amy's dress looked so fun, too. Okay, yeah, so story about that. That dress was from a brand called Fashion Brand, which is one of, I guess, Amy's favorite clothing brands. And Morgan found out about it from her, so was very excited because the morning of Ethan's premiere, Fashion Brand, they only do, like, they do these, like, pop-up shops. They only open, like, their store, like, one time a month. It's this weird LA thing, I guess. And they set up all these weird art installations. It's where the pictures of Jordan and me in the jean room are from. So the all jeans room was in this place. Let me get my picture of it. Here, of course I had to soy jack in it. So there's me in the all jeans room. That's a jeans fireplace. And they really had like a full set that was completely coated in denim. And then they also had this gigantic, this was huge. It was like as big as, you know, it was like a 20-foot tall t-shirt that said trauma on the shirt pocket. So just big art installation. I would live in the droom. You would live in the droom. So that was interesting. But Morgan was like, we have to go to this. I really want to go to it. She bought like a really cool thing from it that I'm assuming she'll show off at some point soon. But it was really neat. Like small handcrafted bespoke clothing, essentially. But so we got to the get-together before Ethan's premiere at his house, and Amy was wearing that really cool ribbon dress. And again, you guys can go to the Getty Images link there if you want to go look at Amy's dress. But it had all these like cool multicolored ribbons on it. And Morgan was like, Amy, I really like your dress. And she's like, thank you. It's from Fashion Brand. And Morgan was like, we literally just went shopping there earlier today. So we thought that was a really funny coincidence. What if we jake out in the droom? There we go. You have to Joel Jans in the droom. But yeah, so we did that. That was kind of cool. We were hanging out with them. Mark was grilling me about Korean, which sucked because I was like, dude, I literally just started relearning. I can grunt like a Korean baby right now. And then he was like, oh, I got all these great books. Here, you should use these resources. But yeah, he was wearing the funky suit and the hat together. Did he pop quiz? Not this time. I've been at events where Mark has walked up and just said something to me in Korean, and I'll have to be like, bro, I do not know what you just fucking said to me, man. Also, someone at the premiere asked if we were brothers, which was very funny. So, that was very, very funny. But anyway, so we were there. Everyone shows up to Ethan's. Like, you know, he brought over like maybe 20 people to his house. Because those of us who are part of his inner circle got a private ride to the venue. And we assumed, like, he was like, yeah, I got like a shuttle for all of us to go. And we were like, okay, cool. Shuttles are cool. That's awesome. You know, we won't have to worry about like how much we drink at your place, or whatever before we go to the premiere. Except the shuttle wasn't really a shuttle. It was like a party bus. It was like, so if you haven't seen my short form video, I put it up on YouTube Shorts, I put it up on Instagram Reels, and I put it up on TikTok. But it was a fucking party bus meant for like drunk bachelorette parties, where it had like flashing lights and like disco balls and loud surround sound and giant TV monitors all up in the inside of it. No stripper pole, although I'm sure that someone would have used it if there had been one, because half the bus was really rowdy and super into it, and then half of us were goddamn exhausted. Like, I was talking to Mark about, like, Iron Lung, and he was like, I am so fucking tired, dude. You have no idea. And him and I were just, like, the grumpy old men being, like, really tired the entire time. And meanwhile, like, Morgan and Amy are having a blast. They're, you know, Ellie and Jordan are having a blast. Ethan is being talked to by everyone under the sun, so he's distracted. But in that short that I put up, he looked exhausted. He was very, very tired. But we both were. I started I literally just like turned to him and I was like, dude, because what happened was someone at the front of the bus connected their Bluetooth playlist to the bus speakers and then just cranked it up. Because at first when we got in there, we were like, oh, we're all speaking this normal conversational level. And then someone cranked the fucking music up and it was so loud. And we all had to be like, what was that? What? I couldn't hear you. And it just became sensory hell. The bus driver turned on the crazy flashing lights and the disco bulb. There were just laser light show going on. Meanwhile, like music. And I just looked over and I just went, Mark, I don't know about you, man, but I'm kind of dissociating right now. And everyone was like, what did you just say? And I was like, this is what it's like if you've never had a panic attack. This is what having a panic attack is like. So it was just sensory nightmare overload. And I think it was just like, I wish I'd gotten Mark in the video, but I didn't want to bother him because he was just sitting there like this the entire time.
She's probably like 25.
Yeah, how it feels to
Thanks
chew
to
5
Amigo
gum,
Steve for my
truly.
sub-gift. 27 moths. Hot damn, it's been in my
27 moths!
to a stream. I love this community and all the Beagle Bagels. Much love from Baby Faye and I and our 27 moths.
A whole fleet of moths. Thank you, Fallen. Thank you very, very much. I hope you and Baby Faye are doing well. I saw the picture on the Discord of you at the zoo with Baby Faye. That's so cute. Thank you for 27 months. That's so nice of you. Thank you for sticking around and supporting. Thank you to Ina for gifting out all those subs to the community as well. That was super, super nice. I'm just sharing stories of LA and I have to do this premiere. But yeah, so Mark and I are dissociating on the bus, and then I took that TikTok video where it's just like, yeah, we're on a party bus, and it sure is a party. Here, I got a couple pictures of... I got some pictures. Wait, I haven't reviewed these. Let me double check that this is Twitch appropriate. Here's the girls. So there's Morgan, Amy, and Catherine sitting on the party bus during one of the many color changes of the overhead lighting. So that was sweet because they got to catch up because Morgan hasn't gotten to see Catherine and Amy in a while. So it was really cute. Saw your tweet saying Mark left and went to bed. So I'll get to that too, which is very funny. But you can see in the background here, because the windows were tinted black, so we couldn't see outside. So I made a bunch of jokes that we were all going to pile. Suddenly, we were all going to get knocked out because we were going to fill the bus with gas, and we were all going to wake up missing a kidney. Which, only half the bus laughed at. It was so good to see a picture of Morgan and Amy again after all. Yes, yeah, they had a good time catching up, and Amy's such a great friend. It's funny, right before I started stream, she was texting me that they want to see us in November, so we'll hopefully hang out with her and Mark in November. Evie, what's up? Good to see you. Hello. It's so good to see you. Wait, I just read that. This is how tired I am. Holy cow. But you can see in the reflection, there's me taking the girl's picture, and then if you scroll over, sitting next to me, very faintly, very, very faintly in the background. It's hard to see. That's like Mark dissociating. It's just like his outline. And then on the other side of me was Justin, Ethan's editor, who goes by Buff Daddy, I'm pretty sure. And he also was like, what the fuck is happening? Yeah, Mark dissociated into the Shadow Realm. Yeah. We didn't get pictures with each other, but that is pretty typical, because we will always have the one picture of all of us as babies looking really terrible and not being able to smile into the camera. It's too dark to see anything. Yeah, it was way too dark to see anything. Anyway, it was a wacky time. It was a little bit of a sensory nightmare. But then they filed us onto the red carpet, so we got dropped off at the venue. We got checked in, and then there was the red carpet setup, which was really cool. And got some picture of that as well. but that was neat. Got to the Alex Theater. And I got to, you know, Wojak at the sign. Nice little soy jack at the Alex Theater sign to Ethan Nestor Presents I Have to Do This documentary premiere. Which was great. But then it was really weird. So you walk around the corner and through, like, the doors, right? And there's this red carpet here. There's a big red carpet with a photographer up in front of the, like, I have to do this backdrop. And then on the right side of that carpet was the other carpet that was meant for, like, the public who had bought regular attendance tickets. So, like, people like Grim Bones here in chat and a couple of the other people who were in chat were on that red carpet, which was really cool because we got to, like, you know, we didn't get to interact with them a lot because they were kind of like, you guys got to go upstairs to the VIP lounge. But a couple of you waved and said hi, which I didn't expect to happen while I was there. I was just, Mark and I were standing next to each other, and he was just like, man, these events, they're tiring, like, basically. And I was like, yeah, I'm exhausted, dude. And we were just sort of, again, just grumbling, as we do with each other. But the people were, like, yelling at us, and I got to turn around and be like, hey, what's up? Hi. Nice to say hi. I hope you have a wonderful time. And I really loved that a lot, actually. It was really cool to interact in that way, and I hope I didn't come off... no one did anything wrong to me. I was just very tired, so I hope I didn't come off as, like, grumpy or too, like, you know, stone-faced or anything like that. But it was really nice because, like, someone yelled something so nice to Morgan, and she didn't hear it, so I, like, tapped her on the shoulder. I was like, Morgan, someone said you're great, because you deserve to hear that. So that was really, really cute. But yeah, that was all going down, and then we got to stand in front of the backdrop, get our pictures taken, and they sent us up to the VIP lounge, where everyone was. There was this is just close to the beginning of it, before even more creators showed up, but everyone was in their nice outfits doing that, and it was very, very cool because some of you might not know this, but I mean, and that is. Everybody knows this. I talk about this all the fucking time. But I suffer from some pretty intense imposter syndrome. Despite the fact I have been doing this and been pretty successful for over a decade now, making content is one of those things that I don't feel like I'm good at sometimes. I don't feel like I belong in the world of friends that I've made, in the circles that I belong to. I feel that way about myself just as a person, that I just don't deserve anything good and that I suck. That's just a big part of my imposter syndrome. But while we were in that room, I knew everybody. Almost, not everybody, but a majority, at least a good 80% of that room. I was like, wait, I'm mutuals with that person on Twitter. We've never met in person. They're busy. I'm not going to bug them. And then 2 minutes would go by, and someone would walk up to me and be like, hey, Brian, what's up? We've never met in person. This is so awesome to see you here. Let's chat. Let's catch up. And that was kind of cool because it made me go, okay, maybe, you know, maybe analytics are down compared to during the heyday of my niche internet micro celebrity status or whatever. But people still know who I am. My name still carries some kind of reputation with it. People came up to me to say hi. They could have easily avoided me, pretended they didn't know me the whole event. And that was just really weird to be like, okay, I guess I've been doing this so long that people still know who I am, and I still have a reputation amongst my peers, and that's kind of cool. That, you know, I caught up with Tyler for a bit, which was really nice. It was really, really cool to do that. There were just so many people. Freaking Mick Lauer, Rice Pirate, who helps with all the, like, Heist with Markiplier things, Who Killed Markiplier, all that stuff. You know, I stopped him briefly. I was like, hey, Mick, I just wanted to say real briefly, I'm a big fan of your work. It's cool to see you at this event. Hope you have a great time. I don't want to bug you too much. And he's like, yeah, no, hey, what's up, dude? He's like, what's your, what do you do? And I was like, oh, I've been a content creator and voice actor for like 10 years. And he was like, dude, that's awesome. He's like, how do you spell your username? And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, how do you spell your username? Looked me right up on Twitter on the spot, hit follow right in front of me. He's like, I've been looking for like some veteran voice actors to do some cool stuff. So yeah, I'm dropping a follow, man. We'll be in touch. And then we kept running into each other throughout the night, and he was just super nice to me. He was just like, he was DMing me throughout the night and stuff, and it was just really weird and surreal to be like, damn, like, okay, some people give a shit about who I am, because there are some days I don't give a shit about who I am. So that was really cool. That was just a really cool, I just thought it was going to be a brief interaction, and it was just really nice to know some people care, because I definitely just assume everyone fucking hates me, fan-wise, other creator-wise, etc. So it's very, very nice to have that. And I had a bunch of other interactions. Eric followed me back. Alistair, I was just talking about you. Again, if you don't know Alistair, please go to the Getty Images page. Look up the dress they were wearing. They are phenomenal. It's just nice to have someone else who's like a little bit more nebulous on the gender spectrum, who's doing so much good work to destigmatize it all. Yeah, that dress was incredible, truly. They didn't just choose to talk to you. Hey, what's up, Payno? Good to see you here. They actively chose to seek you out. That speaks volumes. Thank you. Thank you. That's really, really nice. Yeah, they looked amazing. They really did. They looked absolutely beautiful. Maybe, you know what? Next red carpet event, maybe I'll wear a dress to it. We'll see. It'd be kind of cool to get all make-upped up and wear a gown. Feel really pretty. Also, deal with imposter syndrome. It's incredibly hard to deal with on the day-to-day. It is. It's a huge part of why I'm in therapy, but it's also why I try to be as transparent about it as I can, because I know I'm not a unique case. I know there's a lot of people out there who struggle with it, and the more I can destigmatize that, the more I can hopefully be a role model that, like, yeah, you can work through it. You can push through it. There are things you can do to convince yourself you're worthy, that are not just you bullshitting some, like, toxic positivity, fake-ass thing, but like something genuine that comes from within. That's all I really want to do, you know? Just saw Alistair's photos. I need that dress. Right? Looks so good. My personal experience is that SOCMED feels much quieter compared to a few years back. Is that what imposter syndrome's technical name is SOCMED? Which is fine. The main issue is that it can feel daunting to reach out and keep in touch with acquaintances. Yeah, no, for sure. So, social media. Oh, okay, sure, that's fair. Yeah, social media landscape has changed a lot since back in the day, and that definitely exacerbates a lot of feelings of isolation and things like that, for sure. Also, like, Ethan and I literally just had a talk about this the other day, about where he's like, he sent me a text yesterday. I was like, when Morgan and I landed, we went to go get some Taco Bell because we were so hungry after our flight. And he sent me a text and he was like, dude, he's like, I'm so sorry. It was so fucking busy. I feel like we barely got to hang out. And I was like, what are you talking about, man? I was like, we hung out for hours. You had me over on Wednesday. Like, we just sat there in your kitchen and like gabbed at each other for like half an hour straight, man. I was like, we got so much one-on-one time. I love you, dude. And I was like, I don't feel like you know, like didn't give me time of day during this visit. Plus I'm coming back in November to like spend like 8 days in your house. And it's one of those things where it's just like, during that conversation, we talked about like, yeah, object permanence makes it feel like you just talked to that person, when sometimes it's actually been months or weeks or whatever. And that's a hard thing to navigate, especially because social media is this like, oh, everyone's connected all the time and you always know what everyone's up to, which is not true. Some people avoid social media entirely. And so we had a talk about that, and I was just like, yeah, I didn't feel like you were ignoring me at all or anything, man. I was like, I had such a fucking good time, and we had so many good heart-to-hearts while I was out there. Felt like I had no right to be there that night, but I stuck with it. So happy I did. You absolutely had every right to be there. I'm so glad you got to experience that event in person. But yeah, no, I totally get that, for sure. Social media has exacerbated, I think, a lot of our expectations for what attention is and what meaningful communication is. And that's something that just, hopefully we continue to talk about and progress and, you know, try to fix as a society together, reestablish real human connection, and at the very least have more clear and direct communication. I think that's what clears it up a lot of the time. But yeah, I had a fantastic time hanging out with Ethan. So that was good. Anyway, we got this nice VIP lounge, so that was really cool to all hang out and mingle, and I got to catch up with people I haven't seen in years. Thank you for the reminder to hydrate. Yes, please hydrate or dihydrate, everybody. I actually have to do that as well. So, some people got a couple drinks in them to get a little bit looser before the premiere, and then they called everyone in for the premiere. And that was really nice. It was cool. I'd say the theater was probably like 75-80% full, which was great. Nice little crowd came out to see this thing. We watched it, and again, I'm not going to spoil anything about the documentary because some people haven't seen it, and it is still available on the digital ticket on Moments for at least the next few days. So I hope everyone gets a chance to watch it who wants to watch it. Can understand that. In my case, it can also be a feeling of needing a purpose to reach out, which only makes the delay in between talking worse. Months become years. Yeah, no, I feel that. Definitely, McCory. I understand. I definitely used to be one of those people who was like, I'm bothering them unless I have something specific to talk about. And I've recently adopted a lot of the, as cliche as this is, you can lose people in your life at the drop of a hat. You never know who's going to get sick. You never know who's going to suddenly think that you don't like them and stop talking to you. You never know, what sort of things are going on the other side of the screen for someone else. I want to be there for my friends when I can. I want to be able to keep those connections as alive as possible. And I understand it takes more than just saying that to get through a complex of feeling unworthy. But I think that it's something that I'm getting a lot better at. I like to reach out. I like to talk to the people who I care about the most. Speaking of, I have to do this hydration. A 40-ounce travel cup filled with a full pot of coffee. There you go. I watched a moment yesterday. That's great, Pineapple. I really hope you enjoyed it. Hydrate or die straight. I'm queer myself.
He only likes
Listen,
her because
a
she's
fate
old.
worse
She's
than death,
probably
honestly.
Like 25.
Fizzy, thank you for 30 months.
Thanks, my
Oh my
patron
god. Thank you so very much. That's really kind of you. Can we get a little bit of hype and pride? Oh my gosh. Even said the thing about jeans and a t-shirt and maybe put more effort in next time I laughed and looked to my right and the person was wearing jeans and a t-shirt. The call out. Oh, so crazy. So he got a nice standing ovation. It was a really, really awesome documentary. After it was over, those of us on the VIP list, we got to go upstairs back to the lounge while the general attendance was addressed by Ethan and then filed out of the theater. And then we went to the after party, which was very, very fun. And I have a million after party pictures I'm going to be putting up on my Ko-fi, which is now set up. Again, if you want to support me for $4 a month, you can get premium content, including behind the scenes stuff, lots of pictures of SIG, my thoughts on media and food, that kind of thing. That is all going to be going up on the Ko-fi. So if you want to check it out, you can. Or you can even one-time tip me over there as well if that's your gig. But please don't feel pressured. Completely optional. But people have been hounding me for a while to set up a Ko-fi to replace the fan house that I no longer use. So Ko-fi is my number one way of giving you guys premium content. And like I said, I'm going to be setting up a Patreon for exclusively cosplay stuff if you're looking forward to that stuff again. And hopefully that's going to be happening again with the winter months coming up. Morgan and I are going to be like, we don't want to go out in the shitty snow and ice and rain and whatever. So I'll probably be doing some photo shoots here in the house. And we're going to set up some elaborate, fun costumes and things like that for me to wear. And that should be pretty regular. Hopefully at least one photo set a month on the Patreon. And then obviously anything going to that will go to the to buying cosplay supplies. So yeah. Yo, good news. I'm scared. We're buying a house. Totally valid that you are feeling nervous about that, Fizzy. That's a huge step, but you are going to do great. That's a huge milestone. That's amazing. That's really cool. Congrats to you. It's going to go great. It really is. Listen, millions of people have owned houses before you and they didn't mess it up. You're going to do just as well. I know it. Going to do wonderful. Thank you for the good news. That was great. Thank you so much for sharing that. Forgot what I was talking. Oh yeah. So yeah, premiere happened. Premiere's over. We go to the after party. Even more people show up to the after party because some people in LA had other events because it's frickin' LA and it's always busy. So some of them only showed up to the after party. So I finally, here's a big one. I'm so fucking happy about this one. Finally got to meet Eddie Burback after we have known each other and gamed for years together. Him and I, a couple years ago, we used to play like Call of Duty with like a big lobby of like, you know, him and Drew and Danny and whoever and Ethan and Trevor and all these other great people. We would play like Call of Duty together and just like talk about random shit. And Eddie was at the party. And so I finally got to fucking meet Eddie. But of course, the bar line, by the way, it was a open bar, which expected for an after party. Really awesome because we all got to like, you know, get a little bit loose after the premiere. And the music wasn't too loud, which was nice. I did lose my voice yelling over it, because it started off really quiet. Everyone was really happy, and then they turned it up a little bit. Someone was like, I want to dance. So they turned it up, which was kind of unfortunate. But overall, very, very nice venue. They had open bar, but they also had a full open restaurant menu because as content creators, none of us had eaten regular food that day, because we lose track of time. And so everyone was like, oh my God, I'm going to order like one of everything off the menu. And they accommodated for that. So they had tons of awesome food there, all included, which was great. But I was waiting in that line for so long, I didn't see Eddie until he was leaving. So he was leaving, and he saw me as he was leaving, and he was like, oh, dude. And I was like, oh my God, Eddie, dude. Eddie's like, we've known each other for years, dude. This is crazy that we're just meeting. He's like, I'm so sorry. He was so nice about it. He was like, I'm so sorry. I'm leaving right now. He's like, I wish we could like hang out and chat, but I gotta go, man. And I was like, that's fine. That's cool. I'm glad we just even got to say hi and hug each other. But it was really nice that he stopped to say hello to me before he had to go. But yeah, Eddie, finally got to meet him. Super great guy. Way taller than I thought he was. But it was very, very sweet. It was really cool to meet someone that I have a lot of respect for who has been a friend of mine for years at this point. Oh, and also bringing up the Mark story. So here's what happened. So as everyone was upstairs after the documentary, you know, people were waiting. Some people are like, hey, I can't go to the after party. We got to bounce. We're going to this other thing. Or like, hey, we're too tired or whatever. So people were like calling Ubers. And Mark and Amy were standing like nearby me. And Amy was like, I'm going to go to the party. Did you want to go? And he was like, I actually already called an Uber. He's like, I'm really tired. I got to go back home and sleep. And that was at, I can't remember. It was like 10 p.m. or something. But he bounced. He did not go to the after party, which was very funny. But he did say goodbye to me. And he was like, when are you going to be in town next? We got to, see each other. And I told him the dates. And he was like, I will be in town then. So, yeah, we'll definitely have to see each other, which I thought was really nice. Like, if he didn't want to see me in November, he could have easily been like, hey, see you whenever I see you again, and then not cared about the details. But I thought that was really nice that he asked. So, hopefully next month we'll be seeing Amy and Mark. Amy, again, was just texting me right before the stream saying that she wants to hang out. So, very excited to hopefully see them, because they're just such nice people. I think a lot of people get caught up in the glitz and glam of who Markiplier and Peebles are, but in reality, they're just really nice friends, and they've always been very sweet to Morgan and me, so I just thought it was funny. Yeah, he was sleepy lad. He's a sleepy old grumpy guy. That's what it is. He was like, oh my God, these events, they're so draining. I gotta go, is basically what it was. So he had to head out, but yeah, I met so many people. I met Ted very briefly, Ted Nivison, but he was drunk off his butt, so I didn't really get to talk to him very much. Quinn was there, Quinnicle, who some of you know stops by these streams every now and then. Very big lad on TikTok. I think he's up to like 3 million followers on TikTok. But it was really cute. Morgan and I were sitting at a table waiting for our food after I'd grabbed us some drinks. And he just came over, and even though the boy is like 8,000 feet tall, he came over, and he could not have looked smaller. And he just went, do you guys mind if I sit with you? And we were like, Yeah, dude, of course. Yeah, it's an open bar, like open seating. Like, yeah, feel free to sit with us, man. That's fine. Love to have you sit with us. So that was very sweet. I thought that was really cute. So we got to hang out with Quinn for a little bit. Obviously, got to take a bunch of pictures with Ethan and some other friends. And like I said, I'll put some of those up on the Ko-fi. Maybe I'll show off a couple, and then they'll like be permanently up on the Ko-fi. But I can't remember if like Ethan or Morgan put this one up, but this is one of my favorites. It's just the three of us, which I think is adorable. Grimbones, take care. Thank you again for stopping by, and thank you for all your support. You're fantastic. Get some wonderful rest. So glad that you had a great time during the event also. It's nice to know I'm not the only one who has that reaction to lurking. Yes, you are definitely not alone. I mean, it was a room full of content creators, so everyone was very socially awkward to each other. Dreaded social anxiety scenario of someone saying, actually, I do mind. Yeah, same though. I was like, I am being so annoying to everybody here. And then, like, we came back to Jordan and Ellie's, and Jordan and Ellie went to bed, and before Morgan and I dozed off, I was just like, Morgan, was I, like, the most fucking annoying person tonight? Was I, like, way too hyperactive or way too loud or anything? And she was like, no, babe, like, you're so good around people. You're so nice to people. And I was like, I feel like I was, like, the biggest asshole. Yeah, that was another thing. I was explaining that to Jordan. So Jordan and I, we went to the bathroom, and while we were in the bathroom, Jordan was like, hey, how you doing, man? And I was like, I am just worried I am a humongous idiot asshole. And he's like, why are you worried about that? And I was like, because I have bad anxiety, and I just assume anywhere I go, I am the biggest idiot asshole. And my goal is to never be the biggest idiot asshole. And then I heard a guy laugh in the bathroom. And I was like, oh, I'm glad that landed with someone. Someone thought that was kind of funny. And then we walked out, and Jordan said something about Mark, and it was like, wait, why does Mark matter? And he's like, because that was Mark laughing at what you were saying in the bathroom, dude. You were making him laugh. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's not hard. But I felt socially awkward as hell at TwitchCon, but definitely wasn't the only one, so I didn't feel too bad. Jenna, I hope you had a blast, though. I know it's always nerve-wracking. No one can invalidate how nervous we feel with social anxiety, but at the same time, I hope that you know, you were having a good time at the very least alongside of it. When Brian's too relatable, right? I also made Mark laugh later, but this was a little bit more deliberately. But I went up to one of the automatic sinks when I was using the bathroom after the documentary, and it didn't work, and it wasn't putting any water out, so I had to go to a different sink, and I was like, oh, God, these automatic sinks don't even shoot out water anymore. What will the liberals take from us next? And that got a good hearty chuckle out of Mark. So that was like that was a good one. In the hypothetical scenario of meeting internet acquaintances IRL, I genuinely do not know if I'd have the courage to even say, hi, I know you. Must be surreal to meet people we've only known through online interactions. It is, but also at the same time, the worst case scenario that happened to me was a few people that I said hi to. We followed each other so long ago that it was like one of those things where like we must not be on each other's radars that much. And the interaction was literally just like they would walk up to me or I'd walk up to them and they'd be like, hey, I'm mutuals with you. Or I'd be like, hey, I think we're mutuals on Twitter. I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Brian. And they'd go, oh, okay, yeah, hey, what's up? Nice to meet you. And then that would be it. And it wouldn't be that bad. Like, it was, like, awkward in the moment a little bit, but not anything where I was like, oh, they're going to be thinking about that the rest of the night and fucking hating me. No. I mean, the fact that we're mutuals and they didn't unfollow or mute or block me is probably the sign that we're fine. At the very least, base level, ground floor, okay. You know? So, how to make Mark laugh. Step 1, be in a public restroom. Yeah, step 2, make a joke about liberals, apparently. So, that's one of those things, again, like, I think we get in our own heads a lot that, like, every interaction has to be so meaningful, when in reality, it's just, like, everyone's just a person there. Some people are going to be, like, a little bit, like, not as social. Some people are going to be distracted. There's so many elements and variables going on with that many people. And especially when everyone wants to talk to each other. When I met you and Morgan back in 2018 at PAX South, I was so nervous to talk to y'all. I'm very glad that you did, though. I will say this much, Amy. I say this all the time. I can think of like 2 negative interactions I've ever had with fans, and they definitely did not involve you. So I hope that is something that helps you be like, oh, okay, cool. That makes sense. The worst case scenario, thankfully, shouldn't be so bad. I appreciate the perspective. Absolutely. And that's the thing is like, I think a lot of the times we catastrophize thinking like, oh, I'm going to say the worst possible thing I can say to this person. But the fact that you care about it means that you're probably going to be vigilant enough not to say the worst possible thing to someone, which typically would be something like you walk up to someone, oh, that's a mutual I remember from Twitter. Hey, what's up, mutual? I hope you fucking die. You fall off a cliff tomorrow and you break every bone in your body and you feel it before your consciousness fades into nothing. Like, that would be the worst thing you could possibly say. Then someone might be like, I don't like that. Let's not be friends anymore. But if you go up and you go, hey, what's up? I'm Brian, and yeah, I'm a big fan of your work. That's probably something they've heard 8,000 times in their life before. And they go, oh, cool. Yeah, hey, thanks. Nice meeting you. Take care. And that's that. Or, best case scenario, it's like the Rice Pirate Mick Lauer interaction, where he's like, dude, tell me what you do. That's awesome. Yeah, let's be buds now. That was super cool to me. I was like, cool. He did not have to do that, but he decided to like be like, oh, I want to get to know this person. I like them enough. I'm gonna follow them back, and we're gonna make it a thing. So, you know, you might as well take the shot. Because here's the thing, there's a very, very, very high chance that the worst case scenario for you doesn't happen when you have a social interaction, which is death, right? There's a very low chance that you walk up to someone and go, hey, we follow each other on Twitter, and then you just die. So anything above that, it's just something you theoretically can live with. Even if you do say something embarrassing, we all live with some level of embarrassment. We all live with some level of cringe, whether it's self-awareness or if it's something that's been pointed out to us. It sucks, but it hasn't killed any of us yet. We're here. We're kicking butt. We're doing the best we can. But what if? Yeah, I mean, the but what if is the anxiety, right? But at the end of the day, we're doing just the best we can. And that's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. No one is anything but gray. There's no people who will get it right 100% of the time. For every single person you see out there, I know this is a cliche, but for every single person you see out there kicking ass and being popular and doing these cool, successful things, they have failed 100 times behind the scenes. For that one effort. It happens. It's okay. We all live through it. Embracing ego death and going, it doesn't really matter that much to me. I fucked up. I said something kind of embarrassing and stupid. That sucked that I did that. But it is what it is. I'm going to continue to focus on the things in my control. I feel like even though I still get anxious, I have gotten so much better at talking with people at parties and events and not being embarrassing for myself. There you go. Need to work on my deadpan now. That introduction is perfect for it. There you go. My flight response always kicks in during the worst times. Same. I'm someone who has pretty intense social anxiety. I always have to, my thing recently is my anxiety before I do voice acting sessions has gotten kind of bad. Not because I'm worried I'm not going to do good work. That's like a little bit of it, but it's more of the socializing with the director who's going to be on the other side of the screen or the camera that's live directing me. That's the part that gets me. I go, oh my God, what if I'm the most unprofessional piece of shit they've ever worked with, and now they're going to tell every other voice director and I'm never going to get a role again. That's what goes through my head. So the thing that I do now is I do a couple push-ups before I have to get on the call. I do a couple push-ups before I talk to anyone. And I'm like, all right, yeah, or like jumping jacks or something. Get the blood flowing. And then I'm like, I feel I can do this. No, like the fight or flight's there, but it's a lot quieter in the back of my head instead of the forefront then. I'm cringing, I'm proud. Right. I'm sleepy after tonight's wedding, but I promise you rejuvenating rhyme. So, view a blue igloo in a zoo while glue goes boo. Hey, Eliza, thank you very much. Appreciate that a lot. I hope that you get some good rest if you decide to bounce right after this. I hope the wedding was very nice as well. But, just regaling chat with tales of everything that went down. Excuse me. Big burp there. One of the people I met was Chris Reagan, who some of you might remember from Creator Clash 2. He's a pretty big creator. But I had tweeted to him last year because he got destroyed. So what happened was his opponent he was originally supposed to box got kicked out of Creator Clash 2 for saying some kind of rude, terrible, egregious things. And so what ended up happening was they had to do a fill-in for Chris's match. Except the guy that they picked was in a weight class above him and was way taller than him. So what ended up happening was he got his ass kicked. And I ended up tweeting at Chris. I was like, dude, we're about the same height and we're about the same weight. I'd love to box you in Creator Clash 3 if I can get on the card. And he was entertaining the idea of it. So I came up to him at the after party and I was like, dude, I'm the guy who tweeted at you. Yeah, dude was 2.5 Chris's. Yeah, for real though. I was like, I'm the guy who tweeted at you about Creator Clash 3. What do you think? And he like looked me up and down and he was like, yeah, I remember that tweet. He's like, yeah, I think this would be a good matchup. So who knows, guys? Maybe Creator Clash 3. Maybe I'll be fighting Chris Raygun. Who knows? But that was fun. Also, the person he was with, it was really funny. She walked up to me before the premiere started when we were in the lounge. And she was like, you're Brian, right? And I was like, yeah, hey, what's up? And she was like, I'm friends with Bree, Little Red Low Bree. And she said to say hi to you. And I was like, oh, no shit. Okay. And those of you who are regulars, you know who Little Red Low Bree is. So I was like, okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah. Let her know that it was successful. So I thought that was very funny. Having to discuss assets / art, voice, etc. on a project with a client or employer can be stressful. I understand that. The push-up idea sounds fun. It is because, again, it's like getting the blood flowing and getting me also into like a disciplined action that gets me out of the headspace I'm in, if that makes sense. Obviously, that's not going to work for everyone, but like that is something that's really pushed me to like getting my auditions in a way that feels more like natural and things like that, and allowing me to interface with people without having like a panic attack in my brain. So yeah. Brian Creator Clash 3, I mean, I would love to do it. Brian Creator Clash 3 merch. Eliza promotions for Brian Creator Clash 3 merch. It could be. It could happen. Who knows? Obviously, as the drinks started flowing at the after party, the photo booth was used more and more, and then Ethan and I got our smooch. Oh yeah, I was showing off a couple of pictures. What are some other cute ones we got? There's like a million of like, oh, this is a good one. I love this one. This is funny. Again, we're a little bit deep in the drinks here, but this is Morgan's on the left there, and then between her and me is my friend Stella, who goes by Parallax Stella. She works for IGN. She's like one of the hosts and reviewers at IGN. She's on The Fix. If you don't watch IGN shows, that's the one that you can see her. But I love Stella. We consider each other siblings. She's the one who asked if she could call me Nuna, which is a Korean word for like older sister, which I thought was very cute. Yeah, Stella looked incredible, and she went from like TwitchCon straight to Ethan's premiere, and then straight back home in the morning to go to a lifting meet, because she's like a power lifter. But yeah, so the four of us got a picture, which was really cute. I thought that was fun. But I love Stella. Big shout outs to her. But yeah, it was fun. So yeah, it was just mainly food and conversation. I got to catch up with Amy a bit. So chat, who was asking if I gave Mark shit about unsubbing from me on Twitch, I actually got to tell the story in front of Catherine, Amy, Eric Point Crow, and a handful of other people. But I was like, you know something I found out recently is that Markiplier unfucking subbed from my Twitch channel after being a sub for like 4 years straight, or like 5 years straight or something. Like what? He unsubbed. And then Catherine, and I didn't know this, Catherine said, I am her longest standing Twitch sub. She's never subbed to another Twitch channel longer than me. She's been subbed to me going on 5 years, and I thought that was so sweet. I was really, really, really blown away by that. So I thought that was cute. So that was great. And by the way, you'll probably see like a YouTube vlog about this. I'll probably do like a summary of the events in a much more cohesive way for the YouTube channel as well. So if you forget anything I've said tonight, or you got to dip now because it's late, totally get it. Take care of you. You'll be able to see stuff on YouTube as well. And plus this VOD's going to go up and stuff too. But who wants to sit through like 3 hours of technical issues? Makes perfect sense to me. Being very clear and direct with your ideas and limits as an artist is important, so it makes sense to find some sort of exercise that puts you in that mindset. Yeah, McCory, it's helped me out a ton. It just breaks me out of the rut that I get it myself into. Catherine's so sweet. Catherine is so sweet. I feel bad because we didn't get as much time to catch up as I wanted to, but she was at Ethan's place before the event, so we got a little bit of quiet time chatting, which was really nice. And then she was talking with Amy for most of the night, so they got to do a lot of like girl catch-up time. But Amy heard the story, and she was cracking up, and she was like, I'll have to let him know that he needs to resub to you. But she was like, so he was subbed to like a bajillion channels on Twitch, and he just looked at like the number of channels he was subscribed to one day and was like, I am subbed to way too many channels. I'm just gonna unsub from them all. So I got caught in that. He unsubbed from everybody, apparently. So, because he was like, why am I subbed to like 500 channels on Twitch? Is basically what his thought process was. So that is what happened, but she was like, I'm going to see if we can get him resubbed to your Twitch channel, which would be really funny. Gonna be on the lookout for Mark coming in calling you a scrunkly scrimblet. Right, yeah. Well, that's what I was like, so he's like, that is like the most famous meme from this community is him keyboard smashing when he resubbed, you know, basically being like, ooh, it's Girbeagly. And that image like goes around and makes the rounds at least like once a year on like Twitter and stuff. So I was like, so he did that. We got that meme out of him, and he's not even fucking subbed to me anymore. And so maybe he'll come back and we'll make a new one. That'd be kind of funny. But yeah. So that's the story. I did get the lore behind it, fortunately. I figured it out. Found out. Like I said, I don't think Amy was just like covering for Mark or anything, because both of them were like, when do you want to hang out in November when you come back? And they both could have easily been like, we can pretend to be nice to Brian. But they didn't. So it's kind of good. But yeah, this is the kiss heard around the world. Again, very nice kiss. That was good. And then Baby's first red carpet and LA premiere. It was cool. It was a really cool event. I was really, really happy about it. I was fooled by Ethan and D-Tune in the bathroom. Wait, you were fooled? Wait. Fooled? Oh, at TwitchCon. Oh. You're talking about Twitch. Faria, hello, hi. If you do not follow my wonderful, beautiful friend Faria, please go do so right now. Fantastic person. I'm talking about Ethan's LA premiere. Jordan and Ethan were mistaken as a lesbian couple in the men's bathroom at TwitchCon, which is so funny because last month I was in LA for work, and while I was in LA, I was staying at a hotel because of work that was like an hour away from where Ethan lives, so he had to drive really far to come get me. And he texted me on his way, and he's like, hey, dude, I have to piss so bad, so I'm going to use your hotel lobby bathroom, and then, you know, we can be on our way. And so I was like, yeah, it's fine. That's great. So I didn't realize he had arrived yet, and that he had already gone and done that. So I came down the elevator, walked through the lobby with the intention of just going out into the parking lot and finding his car. Because I just assumed he was, like, pulled up to, like, the pickup spot, like, the drop-off spot in front of every hotel. And I just heard a voice go, hey, where the hell are you going? And I turned around, and it was Ethan. And the reason I had walked right by him in the lobby was with his white hair, his round circular glasses, and the, like, grandpa cardigan he was wearing. In my peripheral vision, I had seen him, but I literally thought he was an old woman. So he's now 2 for 2 for being mistaken as, like, a woman. Which is the pipeline that happened to me, and now I'm gender fluid, so who knows what will happen there. But, so he's 2 for 2. Maybe in November, we'll have him mistaken for a woman again. I was talking to him, hey, we're going to make some videos when I'm out there next month. So those of you who missed the Brythan videos, those of you who missed the Breakfast Boys together making videos, we will be making a lot of goofy shit. And one of the things that I want to try to convince him, yeah, are you a girl? One of the things I want to convince him of is to do, and it's great because I got to meet Persephone while we were at the premiere, because she was there as well. Persephone is the person who worked with him to create the Alice Valentine drag persona for that video that he did. I'm gonna see if, like, he wants to maybe work with her again, or maybe even have, like, Morgan do his makeup or something. Because I think it would be kind of cool to do, like, an Alice Valentine, like, Brianna video. Something like that. If we can make it work. If we can find a cool concept for it. Because just us getting dressed up together isn't anything, but, like, us doing something would be kind of funny. So, maybe that'll happen. I don't know. And then we can get 3 months in a row where Ethan was a woman. You know? The Brythan drag up? No, I'd kill him. No, there's no way. I would absolutely destroy him in that. We all know that. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out for sure. But I think that's so funny that happened. Wait, Fariha, were you the one? Were you the one who yelled? Because Jordan wrote that tweet as someone yelled when you turned around. Like they were, like, scared. But if it was you, I'm assuming you were probably like, oh, it's Jordan and Ethan. I need the full lore of this. No, it wasn't you? Oh, okay. It's getting a little late over here, and I want to start winding down. Totally understandable. Please take care of you. I'm going to get going here not too long now either, because I'm, you heard from that fucking sentence. I'm very tired. I'm so incredibly jet lagged. So, yeah. I was just joking around. Oh, it wasn't Ethan and Jordan. It was Ethan and you. See, this is where my brain's at. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Ethan and I mean, we are basically a lesbian couple here. Neither of us are manly mans. Don't let his boxing record fool you. I didn't get to meet... Oh, you didn't get to meet Jordan? He was telling me he was really busy during TwitchCon. He had, like, a million, like, panels and shit, I guess. So, I'm stuck at work, no sleepy. Hopefully you get to rest after. Sarah, take care. Thanks so much for vibing. Yeah, it is 1 a.m. I'll hang out for, like, a little while longer, but I want to try to get going to bed early so I can wake up early, reset my shit, maybe go live earlier tomorrow. I wanted to go live earlier today, but I did not have the energy. I would have been no fun at all. It would have just been me, a zombie on stream. This is the most I can muster. I'm so sorry. Also check hashtag memes sometime soon. Oh, I will. Also, looking at all the Jordan emotes in my chat, my new goal is to have emotes that encompass this energy from Jordan's emotes that destroy his emotes. All traces, all presence of him will be gone in this chat after the emotes that I eventually have. That's the goal. Destroy it. Yes, the chaos. Max, hey, what's up? Oh, getting more emote slots soon. Yes! Way more animated ones, I believe, right? That's going to be kind of cool. Twitch is doing a lot of cool stuff. They're doing a lot of really cool things that was announced at TwitchCon. So morale is pretty high right now for a lot of streamers, which I think is great. I'm really, really happy to see the changes that they're allowing. And from what I've heard, it's not the end. They have some other stuff up their sleeves. So I think it's going to be neat. Obviously, any progress is better than no progress. I think that a lot of what's been going on under the new leadership is a lot more in touch with the community, even from a communication side. Even if change is slow, at least the communication is a lot better than it ever was under the previous CEO, Emmett Shear. That's just my thoughts on it. You going to bed early will hopefully get me to go to bed early. I got to go see the vampires tomorrow and get my COVID booster poke. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, I will do my best to be more responsible with your bedtimes as well, chat. I have to say there's a stream I go to and I use your emotes a lot. Anytime I use Gerbrock and Gerbig, one of the mods dies of laughter. Perfect. Keep spreading the good word of Gerbig. That is one of the best emotes on this platform. And it's mine! I've been lurking the whole time, but Sarah and I just finished gaming. Oh, nice! What were you guys playing? Girbeagly is loved everywhere. It's universally just one of the most fantastic emotes of all time, honestly. Yeah, see, Jordan didn't even get creative with his boomer emote. Detune old? Come on. Gerb Umer, just like the wordplay, immaculate. S tier, God class, like just so good. Baby game for babies? Oh, that's right. Sarah was saying Fortnite. That's not the real baby game for babies, though. You gotta have a 1v1 Suika game off, like Jordan and I did. See who gets a higher score in watermelon game. Fruit game, as we've all been calling it, because it's fantastic. It's so good. Should be going to bed, but I'm hooked on Suika right now. That is the issue. That is the issue. When I infected Jordan's mind with it, I even told him this. It's so funny. So the night we landed, Morgan and I were exhausted. We were fucking beat. And I was like, I can't wait to go to bed early so we can get up early and then, like, do a bunch of stuff around LA. And then Jordan, I told Jordan about Suika game. I was like, dude, it's like $3 on the app or on the Nintendo store. Please just go get it. It's great. It's super fun. Just baby sensory Hey Bear videos, except it's the video game version. And he's like, all right, bet. And he got his Switch. And then he sat down with us until like 4 or 5 in the morning. And the entire time in my brain, and again, I told him this, I was like, I love hanging out with Jordan, but I need to go to bed. I need him to get the fuck out of here. I need to go to sleep. I am dead on my feet. I need to go to bed now. And I was just being nice because I wanted to catch up with him. So it was just like, man, I'm glad that you're doing. He was like, oh, darn, I got like 900 points, and that was it. I was like, oh, you'll get better, man. You should go practice upstairs or something. And he's like, yeah, you're right. We should get going to bed. And then he'd start playing again and just object permanence that I said that. And so we got stuck with him till like 4:30 in the morning. And then over brunch the next day, I was like, dude, I'm going to be totally honest. I was like, I love you, but I needed you to go to bed like 2 hours before you did. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. We don't ever get to see each other because we live on opposite sides of the country. I just want to hang out. And I was like, we have the next like 48 hours to hang out. So I'm living in your house right now. But that's what Suika game does. That's what it does. It destroys your mind. It turns it into it reverts your brain into a baby brain. And you just cannot stop playing it. It's non-stop fun, though. I do enjoy it quite a bit. Hanging out in communities that play a lot of Animal Crossing is heavily, is heavily complimented as well. As it should, because that little froggy boy is my boy. Love him. Chris Mel and Julia stole y'all's idea and did a Suika off last night. Listen, I don't think it's stealing. I think it's proselytizing about something that everyone should know about. That's a favor to me and everyone else who loves Suika game. They are sharing it with their platforms. The more I can give people the brain rot of that, and the more I can... Oh, the other thing I introduced Jordan to, which we showed off during that stream as well, was KFC Portugal. Which was just... Oh, man, KFC Portugal. If you guys have never seen KFC Portugal, best TikTok account of all time. It is incredible. Which is Wildflowers. Hello. Hi. I'm totally in danger then. Oh, you are in so much danger, Arduous Spark. I just came back from the FNAF movie. All I gotta say is RRRRR. Okay, no spoilers, but I hope that you enjoyed it. A lot of people in our community have been enjoying it. I'm excited to see it. I want to know. I want to know what they did with the lore, because I am very into the lore of that series. So very, very excited for that. Anyway, yeah, Suika game. KFC Portugal is something I infected a bunch of people's minds with as well. Best TikTok account. The fact that it is a officially sanctioned KFC account, like actual brand account, is the funniest fucking thing in the world about it, in my opinion. You know? As soon as Jordan was like, do you want to see this chaotic thing Brian showed me, I instantly knew it was KFC Portugal. I gave you guys a preview. Because I didn't know he was going to pull that up on stream. But I gave you those of you from our community, you were prepared mentally, emotionally prepared for that chaos. Those from his community, I was watching his chat, who had never had any exposure to that. That was like us blasting them in the face with like a gamma ray. There were so many people just going, what the fuck did I just watch? What was that? What the hell? Some of them didn't get it. I won't lie. Some of them probably wouldn't be able to swim in this community. They would sink like a stone. But you're made of tougher stuff. And you all survived it. Those are the trenches, baby. It's totally for fans and not at the same time. Okay, I mean, that's a typical video game movie adaptation. I'm kind of prepped for that. It's definitely for fans kind of movie. Okay. I think I'll like it then. Like, genuine. And plus, I like Josh Hutcherson. You know, let's give him a renaissance the way we have for a lot of other actors, you know? We can't only remember him as Peter Malark. I also already had KFC Portugal on my For You before you showed us, so it goes to show we all share a brain cell here. This might be one of the most depraved, chaotic communities. Like, when we really get going, like, what was it you guys were talking about earlier? Grilled something? Like, things get fucking weird here, which I love. I want it to be weird here. But I also like that we can be genuine and wholesome. It's good. Yeah, we're all neurodivergent. Yeah, truly, though. Weird is best. It is. Josh is cute. I'm sorry. Why are you sorry? Josh is cute. I wrote a movie script years back. So here's a crazy bit of lore. I've shared this a number of times, but this is my favorite humble brag. So a girl that I went to college with ended up moving out to LA right after college. And, oh, grilled nails. Yeah, thank you. Jesus Christ, chat. Don't say it too much. Remember, that's what broke the stream. That's what broke the stream earlier. Why I had to go live twice. That's what caused all the issues at Twitch HQ that was, like, tanking the stream. God damn it. But a girl that I was very good friends with in college moved out to LA right after college. And she got a job working for Stan Lee. And she started off as Stan Lee. And if you guys don't know who Stan Lee is, he was one of the head dudes at Marvel way back during its inception. You know, he was like the guy who helped invent Spider-Man. He was like that guy. But Stan Lee, legend in the industry, you know, rest in peace. But she was working for him as an assistant and then eventually worked up so that she got to basically be like a screenplay like editor reviewer for him. I forgot her official job title. But yeah, Stan Lee had an origin in so many Marvel characters. Right, like he literally made the X-Men as like an allegory for why we should treat people of marginalized communities better. Like I incredible like writing that like a lot of comic book nerds don't get and weaponize in the wrong way. You know, to like gatekeep people and shit, which is really annoying. But yeah, so every time Stan Lee's studio, after he stopped working with Marvel and had his own studio, which I'm pretty sure was called like POW Studios or something like that, she would get to read over the screenplays that were like being put up for potential like movie rights and like adaptations. And so that was a very big, important job. And me and my best friend randomly one day were like, we should write some like horror movie screenplays. And so we just sat down and we banged out like two screenplays. And we thought it was cool. Amanda, hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. And my friend was like, okay, that was fun, but like we don't really have anyone to send these to. And so I think I was still like using Facebook at the time or something. Or maybe she saw it on Twitter or something. But I made a post that was just like, hey, I just like wrote these screenplays with my buddy and we're like pretty proud of them. We put like a lot of work into them and we think that they're like cool, unique concepts no one's done. And my friend reached out and she texted me and she was like, hey, I saw your post about writing screenplays. And she's like, I work as one of the like copy editor reviewer people at Stan Lee's company. And it's like, okay, that's cool. Can you like does that mean you're like hooking us up with someone that can like look at these? And she's like, I will put these on Stan's desk and him and I will go over them. And to tell you guys like the amount of starstruck at the time, which was just absolutely fucking wild. Just like it felt like someone hit me in the head with a rock. And so what ended up happening was they reviewed them. And what happened was my friend got back to me with some notes. and Fantastic Four, by the way. I hope not, because that first one was kind of a piece of shit, right? So I hope not. Apparently he loved the concepts, had a lot of notes for us. She had a lot of notes for us. And then, yeah, I made Deadpool. Exactly. Yeah, I wrote Deadpool. But I guess there's like a rule amongst a lot of like union studios, and I didn't know this at the time till she explained it to me, but no producer will take your writing seriously, because they buy scripts in like lots, I guess, a lot of the time. And obviously every studio varies and things are changing, because this was like, God, 15 years ago, something like that, 14 years ago. But studios at the time that he would have been able to send it to require you to send 3 screenplays, 3 edited, completed screenplays at a time, so that they have like, yeah, we'll buy this like lot of screenplays from this writer, and then we'll like choose which ones we scrap, which ones we keep to like potentially sell the rights to, that kind of thing. And sometimes they just buy the rights for distribution and never make anything out of it. But he was basically like, yeah, this is great work, really like it, but also we can't buy these. We can't make these into anything for you, because like we have to adhere by these guidelines or whatever, or these practices. They're not really guidelines; they're just practices. And then we never wrote a 3rd screenplay, so it never worked out. But I also know it wasn't just like my friend going easy on me and like pretending that like, oh yeah, Stan Lee wrote these notes or anything, because she sent me later that year. They were at the Oscars together, and they were taking pictures together. And she was just like, all the posts, she was like, I love my boss at Stan Lee, and he was like liking them and stuff. So that means it had great potential. That's still cool. Yeah, it was, I mean, it was a really cool moment. So I forgot what the fuck this tangent was based on. Oh yeah, okay, Josh Hutcherson, that's what it was. I had to scroll up in chat and remember what the hell this ADHD tangent was. But Josh was, I wanted him for one of my movies. I had a movie that was about well, I'm not gonna give away, because I might, who knows, maybe I'll publish it someday. Kettle, hey, what's up? Hello, hi. But I was like, man, Josh Hutcherson would be like the best lead in this movie. Like, I can just picture him in this role. So who knows if I ever get the movie made. Maybe we'll see a renaissance of our boy Joshy. You know? So that's that. What was I gonna say? You guys have any questions about the premiere or anything? It was a really good time. I'm super glad I got to hang out with a bunch of people. Like I said, a lot more creators came after the after party started than anyone who was like not everyone got to make the show, essentially. Other people, it's LA, everyone's busy. But even the people I got to catch up with during the after party, and like, you know, even at the tail end of it, like a big group of my friends came in, and it was like Knee Beats, McFoolery, Radstads, who's like, Rads is one of the sweetest people in the world. I got to talk to John. He goes by Spooky online. But he's a voice actor named John Choi, and he saw me at the lounge, the creator lounge at Ethan's premiere, and he was like, "Hey, I know you," and I was like, "Oh damn, yeah, hey, what's up, John?" And because we've followed each other for a long time, it was really cool because like we just talked about the voice acting industry back and forth for a while because we're like both part of it, so that was really neat. I got to meet Andre in person finally too. He's so tall. And he was wearing a white suit, but he like fucking pulled it off. He looked so good in it. Again, Jenna's message at the top is pinned to the Getty Images page. So if you want to look at anyone's fit who made it to the red carpet, Nandre's on that. I think with Sandwich, and he looked phenomenal. Nandre looked so good. Looked so goddamn good. Trying to make a graphic novel so badly, but like no ideas and stuff. The cool thing is I got a shit ton of connections and could get it produced easily. Sometimes, you know, you just need a kick in the butt. Get it going. No time is too early, in my opinion. Andre's all white fit was what? Literally risk taken. Now it looks so good. He looked so handsome. Looked super good. He's such a joy, too. He was so nice to talk to. Like, he has, like, one of the most infectious laughs in the world, I think. Like, I can't remember what we were talking about, but he was like, like, I can't even do his laugh. It was so good. Just like, damn. But yeah, so I got, it was like Rads, Nee, McFoolery, Janae, who, I can't remember if Janae still goes by Trash online, but they were there. They're fantastic. Just so many people. It was so cool because I didn't know they were going to be there at all, because I'm pretty sure they're from, like, Oceania, like, like, Australia, New Zealand area. So I was like, oh, I'll probably never meet them in my life, which sucks. And then they were like, it's so great to meet you, and they like gave me a hug and stuff, and I thought that was really sweet. So that was cool. Yeah, there was just so many people at this thing, and it just, again, okay, as someone who struggles a lot with, oh yeah, Trash. Okay, yeah, so they do still go by Trash online. I lose track of everyone so easily because I just know a lot of people. That is not a humble brag. That is more of like I've been doing this for so long and I'm a dinosaur and I should probably be phased out because I'm old and useless now because people want to watch like a 20-year-old instead. That like, it's hard for me to remember everyone I've met over the past 10 years. I do my best though. I try to keep room in my head at least for like people I'm mutuals with and stuff. So... all the pics with you and Sachi were great. Oh, yeah, Sachi and I took a bunch of pictures. I was trying to get her to drink a lot of water throughout the night because she was like, oh, open bar? Yay! And I was like, be fucking drinking water. But, yeah, there was a lot of people who were full of a lot more energy than me, really enjoying the benefits of the time there. People changing their usernames to better encompass them. It's hard to keep track. Yeah. Anytime someone does a rebrand or name change, I'm like, oh god, this is the next 6 months of my life trying to learn this. That's the problem I have. But it was great. Actually, chat, let's go through all the fits real quick. I want to go through them. I know Ethan did this on his stream, but some of you didn't catch that because who wants to watch his streams when you could watch mine, right? But it was like there were so many incredible outfits there and so many great people. And again, like I was talking about earlier, like I have pretty crippling self-esteem issues, and I do not feel like, even though I've done this for as long as I have, that I'm not someone who's worthy of people's respect. I think that people who are younger than me have, you know, a brighter, flashier spark. They are more tapped into what people want now in content. I feel like people who are older than me have been doing it longer or know more about life, and that is why they're like more popular, is they can tap into people easier and in a more, you know, approachable, interesting way. So I struggle with my self-image. I really just feel like I'm a piece of shit that's kind of lucked into everything. And obviously this isn't to suck up sympathy or anything. This is something I've been working on for over 2 years now with my therapist. But being there and having people come up to me and go, hey, you're Brian, we're mutuals on Twitter, or like, hey, what's up, dude? Like, it's been a while. We haven't caught up in a while, and I miss you. It was really good for my brain. It was really, really good for my brain. And I kind of, you know, it was nice to feel appreciated by people. So I was really happy to see a bunch of people and give them hugs and stuff. That's always my thing. I was telling Mark about this earlier, too. That it's like, I don't like going to industry events to, like, feel like I'm part of the popular crew. I like to go to industry events because I literally live 3,000 miles away, or at the very least hundreds of miles away from a lot of the events I go to, and I see some of these people like once a year, and I hate that. As I get older, I want more genuine moments that are going to be forever memories. I want to make friends that I know I'll know for years. That's always been my thing. That's always going to be my thing. Yeah, that's kind of it. But yeah, this event was really good for that kind of complex. We're going to whip through these kind of quick because I just realized what time it was. But I'd like to show off some of the Getty. This is the official Getty Images page. Baby's first Getty Images. Baby's first LA red carpet. So you look great. Thank you, Heather. That's very nice of you to say. Thank you so much. That was really kind of you. How did I just notice that Brian and Ethan pic on the side? I mean, I made it a lot smaller than it used to be. So Morgan and me are, you know, obviously we got the fit. But then, yeah, Ethan and I shared a nice little lip lock, which is cute. And surprisingly, even though we've known each other for as long as we have, that was the first time we've ever kissed on camera. So I'm going to take these down for now. They're nice, though. Morgan's fit's insane, right? It looks so good. Falling asleep and head out. Austin, take care. Thank you for being here, dude. I hope you're having a good weekend. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Nice Sunday stream where I'll hopefully be a little bit more energized and less jet lagged. I don't know. I just want to be genuine enough that people who are my peers and people who are my fans like me. And I know how, like, that sounds like a manipulation tactic to make people go, oh yeah, that was so genuine that you said that, so now we'll like you more. But it's more of like, I'm just saying my anxiety out loud all the time, because that is me. I'm so neurotic publicly now that this is my neuroses has become my content. Forgot what else I was gonna say. You and Ethan look great too. Thank you. Thank you. Ethan really killed it with the suit. Morgan and I were saying he's like very European. He's got like the English houndstooth here. So yeah. What's the earring? It's a just a key, just a little stud with like a key and like a hang down chain. It was pretty cheap. Hello, D-Blast. It was weird. Yeah, when Morgan, this was the difference between LA and Rochester, by the way. When we were in LA, everyone was like, dude, your earring rocks, right? And I've owned this for years. I mean, anyone who's into K-pop, anyone who's into like Korean street fashion, like you've seen dangly earrings, like e-boy fashion is taking over it and stuff. Like 3 years ago, right? We land in Rochester. We're coming down the escalator to like the baggage claim, and there's this dude who's probably my age who looks over and he's like talking with his buddy, and he's like, oh yeah, see what I'm talking about? Like there's a guy right there wearing one of those weird hanging down dangling earrings. He's like, what's that about? And I'm like, oh my god, this city fucking blows as far as like culture and fashion goes. Like, why are we behind? We're an actual city. We have cool restaurants. We got cool art here. We're the birthplace of Kodak. Like, we have like a lot of cool things going on in Rochester, and yet people are 3 fucking years behind on fashion. This is like a very popular like look all over. I was like, why are we like, we're like 20 years behind on fashion here. It's so annoying. My first thought was that Ethan looks adorable, but that's probably not the look he was going for. I mean, he just want to look dapper. Also noticed they put Ethan's brother Andrew as Andrew Sawicki. That's a completely different Andrew. Wait, did they? I think they also might have misspelled Maddie's name. I kind of don't want to hover over these because it might dox some people's names, I think. I don't remember what the policy is on that. It's because Rochester is one blue city surrounded by deep red. That is very true, Moody. It's like we are like a stronghold of like blue left-leaning voters. And then we have like, we got some New York apple country, cow country, like around us for sure. I do like living in a city in New York, though. I have a lot of good rights here. My town's about 50 years behind in fashion, if lucky. Isn't it rough? Really sucks. Anyway. Here we go. Yeah, like Nandre's here. I guess if this is public, like people are like signed off on the name, right? So got Nandre and Sandwich over here. That's Nandre's suit. Dude, doesn't that look so close? Here's Nandre by himself. The stash and the look together. He just looks so well put together, dude. Looks so good. You know? Rochester's been huge for pushing civil rights through history. 100%. I talk about every time I have friends visit here, I take them to the Pride Walk downtown on Park. And I talk about, we have some of the oldest gay bars in New York. Huge, Susan B. Anthony house is here. so we were very big into women's suffrage. Frederick Douglass is buried here. So a lot of like black rights. Big city for civil rights. So yeah. Yeah, clean. Yeah, Nandre looks fucking dope. So got a string of 6 ads? Wait, what? Did they adjust the, my ads? I have it set to the lowest number of ads. I think it should be only 3 minutes an hour, though. I don't think... Oh, man. We'll wait. If people are getting adged, we can wait. Let me know when you're back, everyone getting adged. My area majorly sucks with fashion, but at least I know I look super hot when people get upset about it. Yeah, right? Same here. Again, a lot of really cool progressive things here in Rochester. Again, we have like a really cool art scene here too. It just, for fashion, we are very behind. It's either like very like middle class suburban housewife fashion. Which, again, there's nothing wrong. Like, you don't have to be into clothes. But at the same time, like, I don't know. Don't open your fucking, like, uncultured mouth when you see someone wearing something. You're not wearing it. Who the hell cares? You know? So it's always kind of annoying. We're a little bit behind when it comes to, like, cool garments and stuff. Morgan is always, like, the top-dressed person at everything we go to. Brian's holding on. Let us know when you're back from ads. Yes, I'm vamping. I'm back from ads? Okay, awesome. Whenever I hear women's suffrage, I think of the female coworker who told me unironically to stop cleaning a drain because women's suffrage is over. Oh, boy. All right. Yeah, Nandre looks great. Oh, there's Erit. So I was talking about Erit. Erit? Can I open the link in a new tab? Yes. Oh, my God. All right. So they are... It was so wild. I only got to meet them for like a few minutes, but like we were at the pre-premiere lounge and I just walked up and I was like, hey, what's up? Erit, right? And they were like, yeah, you can call me Alistair. And I was like, I'm a big fan of what you do. Thank you so much for, you know, just being like kind of a young voice for LGBTQ plus rights and like helping people like feel more comfortable and feel more welcome. I just think that it's awesome you have such a big platform and you're doing that. And yeah, such a lovely dress, right? Yeah, didn't they look so good? Like they, you know, they're kind of like tangential. Like I'm not big on labels, so like maybe I'm wrong about my own, but like I have been a little bit more comfortable calling myself gender fluid recently, very publicly. Eric goes by gender queer, which I'm aware of the differences, but they're fairly subtle. But kind of the same spectrum, which is kind of cool. But like seeing Eric in this, seeing Alistair in this, I was like, dang. Maybe if I ever get invited to like another formal event, maybe I'll like pull off the gown because this looks like fucking dope, right? Yeah, the curls, right? Is that a mush cutout thing in the middle? Yes, yes. I didn't see them there, but I love that dress. Isn't it so lovely? It's really, really nice looking. The pose, the expression, the dress, the hair, right? Yeah, Getty really did a lot of us a solid with a lot of these pictures. Cool thing was, so Alana took pictures with Ethan, but she was just like mingling with everyone, which was really cool. I mean, everyone kind of mingled with everyone, but like some people, it's like Alana's like a big deal, right? She's big in this industry, so it's cool to see her just like mingling with everybody. If you want to, I say do it. You'll look fantastic. I mean, I thought about it, but it's one of those things. Also, like I was like, I don't want to be, you know, making a spectacle of myself at Ethan's thing. I want this to be all about Ethan. I didn't want anyone to talk about me except like he looked nice. I wanted this to be on my boy. I'm so fucking proud of him. He did so much. So, that was my big thing. But when I'm out there next month, yeah, maybe, like I said, maybe Ethan and I will make like a video where we bring Alice Valentine back and then we can have like a femme off somehow. Do something fun with that. Both of us in femme mode. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Because chat was like, hey, what if we hit the girl week sub goal while you're out in LA? And I was like, I'm going to be in boy mode for the red carpet. Sorry. Plus, I had already bought like the suit and everything then. But speaking of, so this is Persephone. Persephone Valentine is the person who helped Ethan do the Alice Valentine like video. If you haven't seen that on his channel, fantastic stuff. But that would be kind of cool if we could get her involved again. And if she's not available, you know, we can always have like Morgan do Ethan's makeup if he's down for that. I felt bad. I didn't say hi to Damien. Damien Haas was there. And if you guys know Smosh, Damien's from Smosh. And also, he's a voice actor. And I really, her Persephone's dress was incredible. When I saw Mark's outfit, I was like, yeah, he picked something intentionally not to outshine the bride. And I hear, yes, yes. And all of us begged him not to wear that hat. But Damien, we've been mutuals fairly recently, but I should have said hi to him, but he was always busy and I didn't want to bother him. Because he's another dude who I'm like, man, that guy's kind of a big deal. You know, he's like in Fire Emblem and shit. I didn't want to bother him. So I didn't say hi to him, but there will always be more events, you know? We interact with each other on Twitter, so that's good. Yeah, Damien looks so great. Yeah, he's so funny, right? Yeah, the hat. Oh, we'll see the hat here in a moment. It was nice because a lot of people wanted pictures with Ethan, but then a lot of us got, like, our own. Here's Poison, Maddie, and Sachi. Sachi's dress was fantastic, by the way. I thought that looked really good. So, I really liked that look. And then Ian Hecox was there. Our boy, the head of Smosh again, as it should be. The one who helped revive Smosh once more. Ian was there. It was great. It was cool to see him walking around. He's another person. There's very few people in the room that I didn't introduce myself and talk to, but Ian was one of them. I didn't get a chance to chat with him. So. How does everyone look so dang good? Because Ethan told us to dress up as much as we could, and most of us did except Ian. And then kind of like John a little bit. I mean, this is a nice shirt, but John is one of my voice acting mutuals, and we finally got to meet in person. Really funny, nice guy. But, yeah, John, there's Eric, and so Abby, who he's with in this picture here, I think Abby works for him. As like an assistant or something. So, some deep lore. Okay, 2 pieces of deep lore for people who want some deep lore about a couple of the people at this thing. So, we found out and you might have seen Sachi's post about this, but we found out, you know, Ethan and I are drinking, we're hanging out in the after party, we're mingling with people, whatever. I walk away from him. All of a sudden, he comes running over. He's like, Brian, you gotta get the fuck over here. And I'm like, what the hell's going on, man? What's wrong? What's going on? And he was like, wait until you fucking hear this. And Sachi was like, guys, I have something to admit to you. Back in 2018, I went to an Indianapolis convention with my friends because she didn't want to go alone. And she wanted your signature. And she didn't want to wait alone in the line. So I was with her. And I met you guys. But I didn't know who you were. And Sachi was in apparently Shigo cosplay at the time. And she brought up the pictures. And then she tweeted them. So if you go on Twitter and go to Versachiko's Twitter, you can see the pictures of her meeting us then versus her knowing us now, which is so funny. So she was straight up at Indie PopCon, which in 2018, we did a signing for like 300 people all 3 days we were there. So we met over 900 fans, and that doesn't count the people who came to the main panel theater room for us. So she was one of those people, and I was like, that is wild. But, so we found out, so to link this to the story of Eric Pointcrow here, and Abby, and apparently Eric has known this for years and has kept it secret, but Abby also was at Indie PopCon and was also actually but she actually knew who we were and had met us and got us to sign stuff and take pictures with her. So she also brought up a picture of Indie PopCon. Wow, it just goes to show you never know where you pursuing the things that you want to do will lead you in life. Isn't that kind of wild? We thought that was so crazy. We thought it was so funny. We got, okay. So more of them. Here's more John. John was literally a model, so he's going to look good in every picture, so fuck him. He's just a very handsome man. And then Brian Weck was there with his wife Rachel, who I love these two. I didn't talk to them either. They were getting swamped by everyone, so I didn't want to make their life worse. But I thought the open blazer with nothing underneath by Brian was very bold choice. If you don't know Brian Weck, he also goes by Trey Magnifique, but he goes by Ninja Brian and Ninja Sex Party. Shigo costume, Chef's Kiss, right? So, we were no longer have the Indie PopCon command. You would have gotten 3 hits on there, right? Yeah. Well, actually, I thought it was. Did I delete the P word command? I must have. That lore gives me hope. It's cool. I mean, some people get to meet their heroes. God, that sounds so fucking arrogant. I'll never say it again, don't worry. Brian being labeled by one of his stage names. So here's the thing. I think he had to sign up with that name, which is really, really funny. I think that's very, very funny. Yeah, there were just so many people at this thing, which was... Everyone got, like, cool pictures, you know? Everyone got... Morgan and I, we were kicking ourselves earlier today, because I was like, oh, damn, so many people got individual pictures. They got their couple shots, but then they also got individual ones. That would have been way better than having to crop Morgan out of my headshot, because I, like, kind of feel bad that I did that. That makes sense. This is Lucas Eubank, who works for Hyper. We've known each other for years. He came up to me when we were in the theater, and he was like, Brian, hey, I just wanted to introduce myself. And I was like, yeah, dude, hey, Lucas, we've known each other for years, never met in person. So that was kind of cool to meet him finally, because I've known Zach for longer than him. And then Lucas and I became friends during, I think, Season 3 of Kolak. So, kind of cool. Kind of cool. That's Parker, who is, I think, like, Ethan's, like, he was, like, one of his managers or something like that. But there's just so many people were there. A lot of people. Talked a lot to Andrew, who goes by Sigils online. Is a big Minecraft YouTuber turned author. Very successful author, which is cool to see. Missed a picture of Lucas. I'll have to look again. I saw Zach and... Yeah, Zach and Malika were great. We talked for a while. It's really funny. I was telling them a story where they were like, when are you in town next? And I was like, November. And I was like, if you guys have anything going on with Hyper that I could be a part of, I'd love to do that. And they were like, oh, we're mainly doing this now or whatever. So maybe, but who knows? We'll have to let you know. But they were like, we'd love to meet up for food at least. And so I was like, oh yeah, that sounds good. And they were like, I'm sure like Ethan's taken you out to some places. And I told them the story of the first time, or like maybe the second or third time. I don't remember when it was. It was one of the earlier times I came up to LA. And thank you, by the way, for the raid. Welcome on in. Steph, how was your stream? What were you up to? Let us know a little bit about it. Thank you so much for raiding on in. I'm winding down the stream here very shortly, just as a warning. But Zach and Malika were like, oh yeah, I'm sure like Ethan's taking you out some good places, right? And I was like, I don't know. The boy has only learned what like Wagyu steak was like 2 years ago. So like, doesn't have as refined of a palate. But I was telling them the story about how one of the early times I came out to LA, he took us to tacos. He's like, I know this really good taco place. I'm going to take you out there. And we're like, yeah, that sounds good. Tacos sound amazing. And Morgan and I, in our head, we're like, ooh, some really good Cali, like, street tacos or something like that. And we were driving up to this, like, parking lot. And there was like this brick building, and then right in front of the brick building there was this like little like bespoke taco stand, like clearly like one guy running it, just making street tacos. And we're like, oh damn, we are getting street tacos. And we get out of the car and we walk right by the taco stand and into this brick building. And this brick building is owned by a couple white dudes who are selling tacos for fucking $40 like a pot of like for 3. A big obnoxious millennial looking neon sign in the background. I was like, no, like why? And they were okay tacos, but I guarantee the street tacos in front of this place would have slapped way harder. I told Zach and Malika the story, and they went, we know exactly the restaurant you're talking about, and we know exactly the stand you're talking about, and yeah, you would have been better off getting the stand tacos. And they were like, whenever you're in town next month, like, we're going to take you out to like a Michelin star restaurant. And I was like, okay, let's fucking do that. So I have some good eats in the future I'm looking forward to. Yeah, we got Sloan. We got Matt and Sloan. We got Brie Bun. I had never met in person before. She's another person. We've been mutuals for years, but we like barely ever talk. So I always have that voice in the back of my head where I'm like, Brie doesn't like you. She came up and she's like, oh my God, hey Brian, it's so great to meet in person finally, and gave me a big hug, and that was really nice. So I thought that was really sweet. It's cool to meet her in person. We got a lot of pictures of Ethan. So many. It's like it was his event or something. So inconsiderate. Another one of full length of Ian. Full length of sigils. There's Chris Raygun, and then there's Katie Lee, who was the girl who came up and was like, hey, you're Brian, right? I have a message from Little Red Low Brie from your community. But Chris Raygun was there. I got to talk to him for a little bit, which was cool. Here's Sam, my good friend Sam Seam. Oh my gosh. But she was there with her son and her brother, which was really fun to see them again. There's her brother, or her son, I mean, it's her son. So cute, so fun. Hate when my brain does that everyone hates you thing. Oh yeah, I feel you. Pam looked lovely. Pam was the first person I saw. So we checked in, and then right at the start of like the red carpet, Pam was standing there with her fiance, and I was like, oh my God, Pam. And like, we hadn't caught up in so long, but she looked so lovely. It was great seeing her. There's Mick, who again, like, just treated me so nicely, even though it was the first time we met. There's Tyler. Tyler looked great. Tyler was really good to catch up with. We chatted for a while. This is my buddy Vernon down here with the Egghead. Vernon Shaw works with the Grumps. Really nice dude. Super, super nice dude. This is Shelby. Shelby looked so cute. She looked great. There's Shelby. If you don't know Shelby, she's like OG Minecrafter. It's so sweet, so cool. Here's her full fit here in the corner. She looks so good. She looks so, so good in that photo. Shelby looked amazing, right? Yeah, love Shelby. She's so sweet. We got to catch up so much. We hadn't seen each other in a couple years, so it was really, really nice to see her again. Just really fun crew. Everyone just looked so good. This is Ethan's dad, Mark Nestor. So handsome. Mark and I caught up for a bit. That was good. Catherine killed it. This fit was awesome. Plus with the hair, like, dude, like, Catherine just destroyed. I still yell Kenneth Brown from when she played Phasmophobia with Toast. Fantastic. Love that. Just a lot of cute family pictures and stuff. This is Annie, who's Ethan's mom. Got to catch up a lot with Annie as well. It's always nice because they kind of talk to me like I'm part of their family, which is very sweet. This is Pete. Pete was the first person who did documentary stuff for Ethan for the first couple shows of his tour, and then Pete got sick and had to duck out of the tour. It was a bummer. Sarah, who's part of his crew, fantastic, one of my favorite people. Jocelyn is his assistant, who's also very, very friendly. Andrew is his brother. Andrew, just fantastic dude. Very, very nice boy. Very nice boy. There's Morgan and me, and next to Jordan and Ellie. Look at that. Here we are. The main event. There we go. And I think we pulled off our fits really nice. Honestly, I think Ellie looks great. Here's Mark. Here, let's examine the hat more. This hat, well, at this angle, you can't really see it. This fit, the fucking Steve Jobs turtleneck with the corduroy suit, man. So much. Meanwhile, Amy looks radiant in this fashion brand dress. It looks very cool on her. But the fucking hat, I asked him about it when he walked into Ethan's. I was like, Mark, what? Like, when we were talking about, like, learning Korean, I was just like, I gotta interrupt you. What the fuck is up with the hat, dude? And he was like, I got this at the Ren Fair, and Amy didn't want me to wear it. And then I was like, oh, Amy might be onto something, dude. There's Bobby Halleck, who works in the YouTube space. I'm known for years as well. Let's get another look at this fucking hat. Saw someone call it the Puss in Boots hat. Oh, yeah. No, that's so accurate. Amy is lovely. Mark is also there, yeah. If you can't tell from Mark's expression, he's not the biggest fan of red carpet photography. So, yeah, Amy's shoes are awesome. Yeah, Amy's whole outfit is great, right? I love that the shoes and the lipstick match, and then she's got the red sort of ribbons pulling it all together. Legit bursts out laughing at that. Oh, that's so accurate, though. It's so funny that he has this fucking hat. He just refused to take it off the entire time. And then, like, after we got our pictures taken, you're just like, oh, yeah, man, these events. Oh. And I was like, hey, we're here to support a boy. You know? Bella was there. Yellow Spoon Girl. Her and I got to talk a lot. Again, another first time meeting in person, even though we've been friends for years. Fantastic. And then Morgan and I must have gotten our picture. Well, no, those are just our full length guys. But still, we're right next to them. So, if you guys, by the way, did not see Morgan in my full fit, here you guys go. That's our official Getty image watermarked picture. Can't criticize the hat too much because I personally will wear full pirate cosplay for any reason at all. I think Mark might have just been trying to be ridiculous on purpose, if I'm going to be honest. You know? I can imagine Amy just thinking about the damn hat the whole time they're getting pictures. Oh, yeah. Are shoes pink or red? They are pink. They were pink. But she looks lovely. These gloves are, when she special ordered, they have little butterflies on them, which are really cute. And then here's my purple suit and my child shoes. Literally child-size shoes. So, but I think I pulled this look off all right. Looked amazing on the way. It was just, could not tell, and it was bugging the hell out of my brain. No, that's fair. That's fine. Yeah, Morgan is a radiant goddess. She's so beautiful. I'm happy I pulled off the look, but honestly, I have no business being with her. She is in a class of her own. So, yeah, but so many people were at this goddamn thing. So many people. This was Andrew, or Andre? I always get his name wrong. Andre. He is, the guy who helped train Ethan a little bit with building muscle mass for Creator Clash. Here's Quinn. Silly little boy, Quinn. Here's my friend Stella. Absolute goddess as well. It's fantastic. Didn't notice the butterflies before. Aren't those a great touch? Oh, yeah, you do the new haircut and the jacket. It all came together very nicely. Thank you, Brookie. Stella, she literally looked like a goddess with, like, the circlet and everything. I thought she looked so good. This whole look, like, was just, like, really pulled together, like, theme-wise. So, yeah, Stella looks so good. She looks fantastic. So, she is someone who is, like, another, like, sister type to me. We are, like, relearning Korean together, and we're constantly rooting each other on. But she is just someone very special to me. Yeah. A lot of good looks. Here's Quinn. Look at this. Look at this boy. Look at this fella. There's Quinn. But there you go. There's a lot of really sharp dressed people, and you guys can use the link that's pinned to the chat. If you want to go look through them yourselves. Thank you for humoring me. I didn't have any content planned for tonight except to just babble about shit because I'm so tired. So thanks for being great. I'll put up the special picture for y'all again. The namesake of the stream. There you go. I'll have that up. Lover circlet, right? Guys, I gotta go to bed. It's like 2 in the morning. I actually meant to only stream till like 1:30-ish. I'm so tired. Sorry that it was low energy, but thank you for being here. Thanks for listening to me summarize the events of everything. If you have any questions, like, never be afraid to ask. If you're like, hey, what was this like at the event? Or like, was this person here or whatever? I'm always willing to answer stuff. So if you think of any between now and tomorrow's stream, feel free to hit me. Would love to talk to people about whatever. I don't want to just sit here and ramble and have no feedback, you know, kind of thing. Being a React Andy after a good party is valid. Thank you. Of y'all look stunning. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Also, when you posted the picture with you, Morgan, and Jordan shoes. Yeah, wasn't that so fun? Jordan shoes killed it. They were great. What was it like meeting Girbeagly? Oh my God, Mickey. You would have hated it. That's all I gotta say. Their ego is unreal. They are in a position where they don't deserve anything they have. They are pretty much fully luck-based. Not nearly as funny or smart or clever as any other creators. Really kind of annoying. Pretty cringe, especially at the age they're at. And just like really loud. Sucks all the air out of the room while simultaneously using it to be self-centered and an attention hog. So really kind of one of the worst creators on the platform, in my opinion. If we can get them canceled sometime soon, that would be kind of good. Yeah, even violent at times. Yeah, no, you should have seen what they did. That like, so they walked up and they at the after party there was an open food menu, right? Like I was talking about, like all included. And what ended up happening was, oh, I got a strike for that. Oh, I see. You want to see violence? They were like, hey, I see that you are a bunch of bar and grill staff that are probably overworked and underpaid. I need you to make me 2 orders of mozzarella sticks, chicken fingers, and a Bavarian pretzel right now. And those poor workers had to do it, and they probably died. There's probably some loss of life. So that is really the impression I got from them, and they just seem kind of terrible. Pencil the Girbeagly cancellation in my channel. Thank you, like truly, thank you. Let's get rid of this person. The menace for over 10 years in this industry, cannot stop being neurotic online and oversharing shit. Fucking asks for money. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, brags about all of their connections, getting to smooch on their friends and shit. That's fucking cringe, you know? And again, just fully talentless, just is kind of just here out of luck. So, fisticuffs, let's go. Did you chat or get to see Persephone? I met Persephone very briefly. We've been mutuals for years, but we only got to talk for like maybe like a minute, maybe 2 minutes. There were just a million creators in every VIP area. 1 order of mott sticks would have been fine, but 2 is an insane and cancelable act. Right! Overworking people. It's pretty rude. Cackling at the probable loss of life, I'm also part of the problem. I mean, when it comes to mozzarella sticks, sometimes war crimes need to be committed, you know? You better shut your mouth, Strimmer. Why? What are they gonna do? Come after me? Who cares? I'm too powerful. Anyway, thanks for listening to me talk about a really great event. That honestly, I want the takeaway to be
She's probably like 20.
Laundry. Thank you for 69 months.
69 months. That's a funny number.
Perfect number.
Hope you had a great
Thank you so
time out
much.
in LA, Bree.
What the heck? I had an incredible time. I had a really, really good time. Thank you very, very much. Like, genuinely, thank you for your support. Long ass resub. Very long time to be in this community. I promise I will have a 4-year badge. Eventually, we'll do like, maybe we'll start like, so, I'm trying to think of how we can do this. I have a prototype of the Jolteon badge. Well, I don't want to take gay away from you guys. Maybe we'll just max it out at the 4-year amount. Or maybe we'll leave a gap for 4 years and do a 5-year badge of... I've been talking about this. I want to do a Sylveon badge as like the top badge. I think that would be kind of cool. So maybe we'll do like a Sylveon badge. And we can either keep it the normal colors because it's like, yeah, trans rights. Or we can do a rainbow Sylveon. I'll talk to Slade about it and we'll see. But I want to add another badge on top of what we got. So there should be a badge just for 69 months. 2 rainbow Jolteons. One of them's upside down. That would be kind of fun. I mean, we could do like, but the thing is like people work so hard to get gay badge. They work so hard to get gay Jolteon. So we could do both Amy, but I don't want to take away people's gay Jolteon. Everyone loves the rainbow Jolteon. So I think that's like I don't know. We can do like a poll tomorrow. Maybe we'll bring this up tomorrow. We could, you know what? Well, no. Because I was going to say we could do it where it's like, okay, if you've been around for 4 years, I take away your gay at 4 years and you are a regular Sylveon. And then at 5 years, you get another rainbow badge as rainbow Sylveon. That could maybe work. But we can discuss this as a community. I don't want to take your gay away. What was I saying? Thank you for letting me be publicly neurotic as my only noticeable brand. I don't know. I feel like I'm very boring these days, and I hope I don't come across that way. I know part of that is just my mean voice in my brain. It might just be I'm having a rough night because I'm so sleepy. But 4 years you become straight. Oh, no. Yeah, Sylveon's still gay even with without the rainbow. That is true. That is very true. I gotta get an animated eyes emote. That way I can, again, take Jordan's power away. Take my chat back. And my own eyes emote. Yeah. Thank you. Like, genuinely, I know this sounds like, you guys have all heard this shit before. This is a repeating broken record. I talk about all the time. Anyone who spends money here, you're literally just paying for fucking reruns. I'm a cartoon character from, like, an old 70s cartoon that you're just watching over and over again say the same shit. But, like, genuinely, like, from a very, very deeply, like, real place, like, thank you for supporting what I do. Thank you for letting me be vulnerable online and just talk about being myself. I think that's the big legacy I want to leave behind, is I've gotten to a place where I'm not uncomfortable just talking about how I feel. I'm not uncomfortable just being myself whenever I can be, because I wasn't always offered that space. Going all the way back to, like, you know, talking about, like, this Kiss picture would have broken the 2018 stand-up. If I talked about, like, half the shit I talk about on stream now in 2018, people would have fucking hated me. There would have been people who would have been loud about how much they complained about it. I'm not saying that the stand-up wasn't supportive back then, but it was a lot more intense and not quite as, like, nuanced about some topics. So, like, I'm glad I've been able to become that, and maybe it's chased away parts of the community, and maybe that's, like, why it's constantly sort of, like, a battle in my head to get back to what I was, or whatever stupid shit. But, like, those of you who are here, you have afforded me an amazing platform to be myself on. I hope at the very least I can be a role model. That sounds conceited. I hope at the very least I can be an example of someone who, at an older age in the content world, is still figuring out who they are and sharing that in a comfortable, transparent way, so that no one ever actually thinks it's too late to just become the best version of who they are, and to keep trying. I really hope that that's something I can bring to the table at least. You're being so mean to yourself tonight. People like you. Thank you, Mickey. You're very sweet and very kind, and I was gushing about you literally earlier today to Morgan. Thank you so much for being out there in LA, being such a good influence to a lot of the people around you. Like, I really do see it. It's nice to hear, Laundry. I'm so glad that you think so. 69 freaking months being a sub is so nice. But I don't know. I want to. I hope that people understand also just how proud I am of Ethan. This was his big event. This is his big day. I have my own personal stories from, you know, my experience there and all the great things I got to do. But good God, he is one of the greatest people in my life, one of my best friends. I really consider him like a little brother. We fight like siblings, like we truly do. He's so important to me. And to see him hit the milestones he has and complete the projects he has and have the support that he has, and something like this, like he literally has a fucking movie. He made a movie. It's so impressive. So happy. So proud of him. So thank you for being proud of him with me. Very sweet thing to say that made my night. Well, it's true. So I hope that you understand that. And Mick, you can ask Morgan. Morgan will back me up on this. We think the world of you. You're doing great. You are yourself, and that's all we could ever ask for. And the love that you share for the people you care about is everything. Oh, well, thank you, Laundry. Thank you very, very much. I promise I'm going to try to fix my content and streaming schedule. I'm going to try to get a YouTube video up this upcoming week. I know I said that before I left, and then I didn't get it done. Things have just been a whirlwind behind the scenes. I know it sounds probably like this point like an excuse, but it is the reason. I have been scrambling my ass off to try to figure out how I am going to make up for the lost income of the sponsor that I no longer have. That sponsor was, like, by themselves responsible for paying a majority of my bills and rent. So losing that was a very big blow. I'm not in 100% panic mode yet, but it is definitely taking up, like, a majority of my time behind the scenes. So just doing my best. I will have as much content, long-form, short-form streams, social media, Ko-fi posts, etc. Up for you whenever I can. I had someone send me some money while I was in LA on Ko-fi, and they were like, I hope this helps. And I was like, literally anything does, but also please, as a community, this is not your responsibility to ever fill the gaps in. I lost a company, so I'm hoping I get a company back, kind of thing. So we'll see what happens, or several. Do not recommend scrambling your ass off. I will try not to scramble my ass too much, but, I went to college, so, Anyway, I am gonna get going, because it's past 2 now, and I've just been a rambly mess, and Morgan is feeling kind of under the weather, so I want to make sure we get to bed. Thank you, everybody, again. Thanks for listening to my stories. I should probably take this down finally. We'll get back to business tomorrow. It's Selfish Sunday, so that should be fun. Just vibing, doing whatever. We'll talk about potentially Tuesday being a costume stream. Maybe I'll do one of my cosplays I owe you. And chat can get into costume or do Halloween-y things and post it in the Discord. That'd be kind of cute. That'd be kind of fun. But we'll talk about it more tomorrow, all right? So get some good rest. Yes, I need to definitely get good rest. The jet lag is killing me right now. It's really nice hanging out, chatting with low-key vibes. Thank you. So glad you feel that way. So I didn't pop in sooner. And please do not ever apologize. I started way later than I wanted to. Streamed a little bit longer than I wanted to. Or actually shorter than I wanted to, because I wanted to start earlier and then go until like 1 and then end it. But I just, again, I'm very low energy right now and just dealing with a lot of stress behind the scenes. So thank you for being wonderful. Thank you for being great. I will always do everything I can. There was a part during the documentary, I was telling Morgan this, like at the premiere. Middle of the movie, probably like 45, 50 minutes into the movie, something like that. I just looked around the room and I looked at all the familiar faces of very successful people that I know and have had the pleasure of becoming friends with. And I had this like just surreal wave of like, oh my God, I live one of the weirdest lives like you could possibly live. Like I live a weird life, but I get a lot of really awesome, cool opportunities. And I hope that I've never come across as ungrateful. And I hope that people know how much me getting to do this stuff means the world to me. And I am so thankful for everyone who has supported me enough that I can take part in these things, whether it's because now I know the people that I know, or I have the money to travel, or if you're just someone who gets a laugh or some inspiration out of what I do, whether you're someone who's been here all 10 years or you're someone who's been here for 10 minutes. It's really, I don't know. I grew up not feeling like a lot of people gave a shit about who I was, and obviously that is a thing that I'm dealing with, a complex I'm still dealing with as an adult. So thank you for making me always feel very special. I appreciate that a lot. Allowing me to do special things. Thank you. I hope I can keep it up. I hope I don't let people down. Anyway, that was a lot. Thank you for providing a place that makes us all feel like we belong somewhere. I think I said this right before I left, but like, I didn't really have a lot of friends growing up, and I never felt like I really belonged in any space. So one of the goals when I started getting a following on social media and content was, I hope I can make a space where people feel like they also belong, like they have a place to go. I know it's just the internet, so it's never going to fully feel like, you know, that in-person vibe, but I hope at least while I'm live or while I'm sharing things, it feels a little bit like that. So, thank you. Thank you for making it that way as well. All of you are great. I'm going to get going. Sorry about the technical issues earlier. Apparently it was out of my control. Apparently that was all on Twitch's side. Thanks for bearing with it, those of you stuck by and stuck around after all that headache was over. All of you are great. Looks like you met that goal then. Oh, thank you so much. Very sweet of you. I'm going to get going. Thanks for letting me be sappy on the internet like I do. I don't know anything else. I just have my emotions. Just me. I'm glad it's good enough for people. The space felt instantly like home the minute I stepped into chat and the minute I started watching your content. Thanks for the smiles and laughs and comfort and support throughout the years. Brookie, thank you for doing that for others as well, especially as a mod now. You brought a lot of security and kindness and just good vibes to the community. You've made it into an even better version of what it was, so thanks for doing that. I'm going to get going, everyone. Thank you. See you tomorrow, hopefully for a much earlier stream. We'll see what happens. Thank you. Get some good rest. Take care of yourselves better than I have since I got back. I am running on fumes. All of you are lovely. Yeah. Thank you for the follows, bits, subs, resubs, gifted subs, donations. Thanks for all the Ko-fi follows, and you can follow the Ko-fi for free, but you don't get to see the exclusive posts unless you scroll down and hit the Become a Member button, just as a heads up. It's $4 a month if you want to support me there. You can even trade in your Twitch sub if you want. I know not everyone likes to support Jeff Bezos, so I always like to give alternate methods of supporting me. Or if you're someone who's like, I don't want to do a monthly fee, but like I want to send you, $5. You can do that with Ko-fi. It's one-time donations. A lot of people did that while I was in LA, and I bought a lot of yummy food when I was there. So thank you very much for fueling my meals. Anyway, all of you are great. You're lovely, wonderful, and I will be seeing you around here. We are still so close to the Girl Week goal as well. I have faith. I feel like we're going to get it. I don't know. There's like a vibe inside me that's like, we got this. Vibe inside me was not the choice of words that I should have said out loud on the internet, but it's out there now and it exists forever. So that's great. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you very much. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for lurking. No matter what you did here tonight, I hope that it meant something to you. Whether it was, just enjoying the jokes, enjoying the energy, or if it was something that was just taking your mind off of whatever stresses are going on in life. Know you matter here in this community. If you're someone who just lurked the whole time, your time is important. Like, genuinely, higher watch time, more views on, like, VODs, stuff like that. It boosts me up in that Twitch algorithm. So we get more new faces in here. We can keep the community strong and keep building up into something cool together. So thank you very, very much. We got a bunch of really cool followers here tonight. So I appreciate everyone who stopped by and, made my night. All of you are great for that. If you're new here, please make sure you hit follow so that you can see what else we're up to throughout the year. Thank you so much, though. Hope you all have an absolutely wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be for you. All of you are so very great. Truly. Love you all. Thank you so much. Finger hearts as usual. Oh, wait. Shit. Never did like a soft shout out here because I can't raid. I got to go to bed. But do a quick soft shout out. If you guys want to keep the party going, it looks like Julia is playing Amnesia: The Dark Descent for the very first time, which is a really scary, fun game. If you want to go check out What If Julia, very, very kind friend of mine. That's my shout out of the night. There's a lot of other great people on, but we'll shout out Julia. Julia is playing a really cool game. Also, to get you all into the mood for scary season that we're in. It's almost Halloween. Hope you all picked out some great costumes and such. But I'm gonna get going. Thank you all so much. Love you all. Goodbye, everybody. I gotta go. Goodbye. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.